Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the internet and of YouTube. Welcome back to Final Fantasy Chronicles of Eno Campaign 2. I am your host and game master, as always, Skajarmas, otherwise known as Tone Shift. Quick point of order before we get into things. It has been a couple of weeks since our last session due to some IRL shenanigans, so some of us are kind of tired, and all of us are a touch out of practice, so if we're kind of wobbly today, that would be why. But with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get our cast introduced. We have someone just left. Oh no. Who? No. Well, okay, so first of all, we have Atama117Z playing Rosa Solwyn, our female Mithra Elvon hybrid watcher.
Everything's fine, nothing's broken. What?
Right? We have Aeon, Mystic playing Aeon, our male time mage Moogle.
Eject Kupo!
Eject Kupo! We have Hades Shadow 92 playing Cassandra, our female human dragoon.
I'm not paying for that hole you blew in the boat, hun.
We have Darkness playing Kunara, our female Lupin warrior.
First my ears were ringing, now there's a hole in the floor. And the ceiling.
And last but certainly not least, we have Ari playing Kayana, our female tarufell engineer, who for some reason appears to have dropped out of our voice chat.
They're in roll 20, but we seem to have a lot of them in Discord.
So, we might have to give her a second.
Yeah. Everything's fine, everything's fine. The moment the intro stops, beep boop, everything goes wrong.
Right? Hey, it
I
is.
can fix it, Kupo.
Can you?
Hey,
Can you really?
Aeon, did you pull out the red cable?
Wait, I thought the tarufell was the engineer.
Tarufell, Nara. Tarufell.
What's the color red look like?
Colorblind.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh no. Oh no, 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 no.
Hey, Aeon.
Tarufell.
Takes hold of Aeon. Oh, Aeon's probably purple pink thing. Yeah, not even red. Yeah.
I said the eyes are always closed.
Somebody
I
get
mean,
the
that's-
tarufell.
No,
Okay.
here's what we need to happen. We need to disarm a bomb, and the only one who's up is Aeon.
Aeon, cut the red wire. What color is red?
We are all going to die.
I see Laffy Taffy color. I see cotton candy.
Quickly,
Oh, no.
Crick's finger to a small drop of blood. That color!
Licorice.
Licorice!
Okay, well, for the moment in the recording, until Ari gets back in here, I think I'm going to swap us over to the technical difficulties tab. Just, because. So, because Ari is currently not present.
Oh, there she is.
Welcome back.
Never mind.
What happened? Also, your mic is muted.
Did the laptop go boom?
If you're having trouble doing Roll20 and Discord on the laptop, do what we did when we made your sheet and go and stay Roll20 on the laptop and speak on your phone. If necessary.
Right?
It's chilling.
Koopa?
Always gotta throw an extra Koopa on there.
Fix it.
Oh, always and always.
Oh, hello.
Oh, there you are. Hey.
I fixed it.
Yay! What happened?
So basically, my computer froze.
Oh no!
No.
Okay. Well, did you hear? Did you hear what Tom said about maybe using your phone for Discord?
Here's the thing. My freaking phone just hates my microphone every time I try to use it.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, unfortunately.
Oh well.
Especially
We'll
with
muddle
my
through
cat.
for now.
Well, either way, So, technical difficulties now resolved. Back to the game. You wound up
I know
bouncing
we're
out-
just having an in-universe connection over the whole eject thing. So
Yeah. I had just introduced you when we kind of wound up pivoting off course a little bit. So, yes, Ari playing Kayana, our female tarufell engineer. Everyone.
Hello.
Yeah.
having to engineer in real life too. Hey, got correct.
Software engineer. Totally different thing. A lot less sensical. Anyway, so where last we left off, our newly formed band of adventurers, the Freebirds, had gathered together in the city of Murasu, and after some family drama between Rosa and her adoptive parents, the party found themselves once again being hired by an individual known as Ilfric Manamichi, who had hired them previously to retrieve a tome of communion of his. An errand that had resulted in a lot of drama on account of Rosa getting her throat slit. But regardless, with things smoothed over and the group electing to stay together, they reboarded the Callaway and set sail for the port city of Windhurst, along the western shores of the ministration of Lapinia. En route, while at sea, Rosa's birthday came up, and all kinds of chaos happened. Now, as delightful as all of that chaos is, and it absolutely was delightful, my lungs and throat hurt from how hard I was laughing. For the sake of brevity, and for the sake of the fact that I want to get to the story.
We delayed your encounter roll. Well,
Yeah, you did. You kind of invalidated an entire random encounter I had in mind to buy myself time when you bought me time with your bullshit, so... But either way, you lot are still out at sea, traveling across the ocean, heading for the city of Windhurst. With a few days of sailing left before you arrive in the city, propelled faster than otherwise you would be by the Magitech engines of the boat, we shall enter our tale for the day, as I go ahead and swap us over to the Wilderness playlist. So, when standing at the front of the boat, if you look off to your left, you can see off in the distance the shoreline of Lapinia and the Skine Peak Mountains rising up into the heavens, occasionally pockmarked with bits of snow in the cold winter winds and thick cloud cover that obscures the peaks. Now, really quickly, I forgot to get my dice. Son of a... 1 second.
You're the DM.
We're always prepared.
Oh, is that what those colorful little rocks were?
Even I have all my dice.
Hey, Aeon, what's this color? Picks up the blue one.
That's. I'm trying to think of a blue candy.
I'm sorry about that.
Even I'm prepared with my dice today. Pick a dice, any dice.
Yeah.
Blueberry slush puppy.
Fruit punch murder slurpee. Yeah. It's been a couple weeks. I'm a little out of practice. I forgot to grab a few things on account of said out of practiceness.
Oh, so it wasn't Aeon breaking reality and just moving stuff around to throw you off?
I still enjoy we made you believe that Aeon was going to be in Genesis for a few minutes.
I love that.
I'm pretty sure at the time this video goes up, Genesis won't have even been announced.
And
Oh, the first thing. And
Darkness, our old friend.
yes,
disappeared again.
Like wifey like Habu.
very much. So,
All right, so Tom, do me a favor. Roll me 2d6, please. No bonuses, just a flat 2d6.
alright. 6.
6.
Not great, not terrible. Dead in the middle.
All right.
Probably like how she's feeling.
I'd say she's leaning more towards the terrible.
All right, well, with that in mind, you have officially skipped the random encounter I had at sea for you. If
So
you
again, all that for just to be skipped again.
if you rolled a 9, 10, 11, or 12, I would have had it happen. But the whole reason I initially created it was to buy myself time to come up with shit, because I was not expecting.
Thank you guys for being shit.
It's a pity too. Would have been funny, but anyways, I'll show you what I'll show you the creatures I had in mind next time when we're done here. But anyway, so with that in mind,
Sorry, I disconnected from Discord. My internet decided to have a fit.
that's okay.
Power couple. You two.
Relationship goals. Our internets are in sync. Anyway, so.
Well, I reserved all power to the goddamn Wi-Fi box, so it should be fine.
Anyway, so with all of that said, the next few days of the journey will pass by uneventfully as you continue to sail your way along the coast. If there are any other interactions you wish to have en route, now is the time. Otherwise, we can just cover the rest of the trip to get to Windhurst.
Is there any other interaction from the captain or anything from the boat?
At
Let's do that first before we get to the morning after.
Oh, okay, never mind. I thought it was the morning after.
Yeah, no. I've pretty much just skipped over the remainder of Rose's birthday because as hilarious as all that is, I do want to get to the story.
Understood.
Just for context, let's just say the morning after, the next day, when she eventually woke up probably stupidly early in the morning because it was like midday when all that went down. Yeah, Rose is not a happy kitty.
It'd be just funny as hell as like Cassandra and Aeon pop into her room and say, "Morning, Rosa." The
Just cat yowling.
Shouting.
Yeah. But yes, at any rate.
And I suppose, but that would have been after pretty much Bo's scene thinking. Oh, you mute again. Never mind.
Wait, what was any of that?
I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea.
Well, only like basically thinking a certain tinkerer of her work with Rosa's bow and may require her services in the future. Pretty much.
Okay. I believe you already had that interaction, but alright.
Was that ours? I already said something and I missed it because people were talking over each other.
I had to move my whole setup.
That explains it.
Out of curiosity, we started and didn't follow up on. So Cassandra bursts into Rosa's room next morning. Rosa does angry cat noises and then asks why she's speaking so loud. What's Aeon doing at that moment? Out of curiosity.
What? I thought Hun said that they both were like saying the same thing. Hi, Rosa.
I said that's both of them freaking coming in.
Just in sync.
I mean, if you want, and then we say, "Come on, we gotta get out of bed." No, I'm staying here. And Cassandra's just like, "Come on, let's get out of bed." No.
Rosa wants to stay forever. Rosa wants a nice cold pillow.
'Cause I can help Sandra. I have my new power.
Oh.
Oh no!
No.
I will bite you.
The kid is mad at me! And he just flies out of the room.
Oh, no.
Now you've done it.
The kitty's mad at me! God damn it.
I don't know why I just imagine Aeon bumping into Kanar.
And she just like goes and just hugs Kunara's neck and just like, Rosa's mad.
I see how it is. Trade the cat for the dog.
She probably would have stopped that hug, but then wondering what you two doing in Rosa's.
Sniffling in the fur. Oh no.
Rosa just exits the room, brushes past Cassandra, clearly unhappy, actually worse bedhead. Just grabs onto Aeon, holds him closely. I will hug you, but you must be quiet.
Okay. Okay.
Better.
Goodbye.
Glitch.
Too bad you all can't stay quiet when I'm trying to rest.
Rosa then just goes to find a nice quiet corner, hugs Aeon, and regrets life for the rest of the day.
It's like a stuffed animal.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
So you are the stuffed animal.
Okay. Alright, continuing.
I would be surprised if Aeon has a bone structure underneath all the floof.
I don't know.
He's just floof.
Someone should draw a Moogle skeleton. I kind of want to see that now.
That's what
Oh,
I was
no.
thinking. I don't know how it would look. Honestly,
Yeah.
though, with Aeon, it'd just be floof and candy. He's like a pinata.
It would just be like a bunch. It would just be a bunch of ribs and some sticks with a skull.
We lost
we lost
Ari
Ari.
again.
No.
This is going to be a thing, I think.
It is.
Where are we going? Where are we going?
Jesus.
And
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, phone mode might be the way to go if it avoids drops like that.
Even if it's just the phone mic and it's kind of crappy quality, it's at least you'll be in.
Yeah.
It worked the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's switching over. Anyway.
Yeah, sorry for the technical difficulties this time, guys. Some shit happened. And we're still sorting through it.
Yeah. I'm sure all of it will be resolved as soon as possible.
Of course, by the time this video goes live, it'll probably have been resolved for months.
Probably.
Yeah,
I've got a few
probably.
episodes left of campaign 1. And I'm so annoyed. I released the final freaking episode of Shadow over Cornelia day before yesterday, and no one's seeing it because it's been restricted for shocking content. What do you mean shocking content?
Well,
well, I mean, I did. Well, I mean, considering all that Kali did to the last two people,
The first guy we killed, the necromantic dude, he was in the last episode before this one, and that was fine. And that was when we had people chained to the wall and everything.
and me basically burning a guy from the inside out.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But for some reason, this one is because shocking content, so it's been restricted. And that is fun.
fuck
YouTube.
you, YouTube.
Shocking content.
Yeah, that's all it said. It doesn't say where or
Reminds
when
me
or
of
why.
this all over again.
You gotta love YouTube.
Like, no,
This
no,
is exactly
one will
why
never-
I wish not to make any more videos for YouTube.
And back to the technical
Alright.
difficulties screen while we're waiting for Ari again.
Yeah.
I still have like an idea for a proper technical difficulties screen I want to make instead of just a black background with big red text. I imagine it's like this very simple animation of like art of like Kayana hammering away at something with Rosa just curiously standing over her tail, swishing back and forth, hands behind her back. And maybe Aeon in the background saying, "I didn't do it," with Cassandra looking unconvinced.
Did I do that?
I don't know why I'm imagining Kanara's in the corner just face palming.
Yeah, pretty much. Since Kanara seems to be the straight man of the group, so to speak.
Aeon, Aeon, can I ask you something?
Yes, Koopa?
Why, next to Ari's router, is there a hammer next to the smash router, and that hammer happens to be covered in various confectionery remnants?
Koopa?
And why is one of the sockets got a candy cane
Smaller
plugged
words.
into it?
Aeon, did you break the magic internet box?
Say it again, the magic what?
Internet box.
What's the internet?
What the real question is, what's a candy cane doing in it?
Oh, that was my snack from earlier, Koopa. Can I
Hang
have
on.
it back?
Aeon, did you
Ah.
use this hammer to smash this box?
I wouldn't say smash, Koopa. I tried to fix it, so I started to tap on it. And then all of a sudden, it just went, bah! It made a sound, and then it just looked like that. I don't understand it, Koopa.
Yeah, you killed it.
It's not my fault, it's the hammer's fault. It's too strong.
Oh my
You know, from some, I would like to just see Aeon's attitude to a simple. Do you know that baby's toy where it's a box with various shapes? You need to put the right shape cubes and stuff into it. For some reason, I want to see Aeon just doing that because I have a feeling his solution would be unorthodox for some reason.
It's like when they first find Aeon, and then he like finds like Cassandra's old like baby toys, and he finds like the little block thing.
God.
Would Aeon be that video just putting everything in the square hole?
Oh dear.
Yes.
Most likely.
It don't fit, Koopa.
It just.
Yeah.
It just throws it in the air.
It just scatters plastic everywhere.
This one don't fit.
And he starts like going around the house and starts picking up things that would make it fit. And it's like,
Nope, this remote don't fit.
grabs a plate, just throws it in.
No, it didn't fit in the circle either, even though it's round.
If he uses a hammer next, then he's the Jeremy Clarkson of the group.
Yeah, Ari has returned. Ari, hi, hello.
Yeah. You good now?
Better.
So
Here's
you're on
the-
your phone now.
Here's
Yes.
to hoping.
I'm using the speaker.
All right.
Poor audio quality, but if it at least keeps you in the game for the day, it's worth it.
Yep, that'll be fine. We can live with low audio quality as long as we're actually playable. Anyway, so following the cute little interaction with Rosa cuddling Aeon off in the corner, your journey continues. So, over the course of the next couple of days, you continue to sail in, getting closer and closer to the shore. And then it is on the dawn of the fourth day that as you're sort of coming out onto the top deck, being informed that this is the last day that you'll be at sea before you before you reach the port, you can see north of the ship's location as it is turning to head in for the small bay that Windhurst is nestled in. Off to your left, you can see the Skyne Peak Mountains rising up, whereas off to your right, Mount Lalafell instead, framed on either side by these towering mountain ranges. It frames the pass that Windhurst lies at the center of very, very neatly, almost like a natural gateway ripped open in times of old to let you pass through. You can see cloud cover sort of shifting back and forth between the two areas. It's very interesting to look at. And there up ahead on the shore, you can see the town of Windhurst. And it is very much the pinnacle of what you might expect from traditional Tarufellian architecture. Just looking at it from here, you can see the vaguely oblong, egg-shaped homes rising up all over the place, rising somewhat up along the shores as it ascends from the waterline, and you can see all manner of ships coming in and out of port, many of which are very clearly not of Fenoran design. You can see Venatan vessels bearing the similar but distinct designs of distant Mithran naval designs from Venata, as well as Dran naval ships coming in and out of port. In a couple of other instances, to your surprise, you even see the sorts of naval vessels one might expect from the various nations of Mistela, complete with their strange designs of cats and various forms of Egyptian stylings, I suppose I could say, because various other Egyptian animals are escaping my mind at the moment.
Jackal.
Thank you. Point is, it is a colorful clusterfuck of naval activity, with ships coming and going in this very active hustle and bustle. And your boat, the Callaway, winds up just sort of slipping into the crowd of boats, following a very notable sort of line. Before, I'd say at around noon, if it will let me drag your marker to find out. Yeah, I'd say it's like a little before noon is when finally you arrive at the docks, and the Callaway makes landfall and gets hitched to the shore. And you're all on decks as this is happening, along with Ilfric, standing next to you, just looking out at it. This feels a bit more like home to me.
Remind me where exactly we were taking Ilfric again?
Tenori.
Tenori, yes, that was right.
Yes. You are taking him to the capital on the grounds that he has a peer there that he works with, but because his Tome of Communion got damaged, he can't get in touch with him from here, so you're escorting him there to be paid upon arrival.
The buildings look different.
Of course I would. It's traditional Tarufellian architecture. They grew up, largely in underground cities for the longest of times before they learned how to use their magic.
Didn't they also used to have really long beards?
I think there might have been some clans that did that, but I honestly don't know the veracity of those claims. Regardless...
Yeah. You were saying? You go.
You go on. I completely lost my train of thought.
Cassandra. Have you ever been here before? Because, are they different? Do they have different customs? Do they speak different?
We never got this far east.
I'd say we're kind of a bit more north than east. Pretty much dead north.
Yeah, and west, not east. East would be the other direction.
Well, to be fair, it's east from where we were going from Marasu.
Well, either way, again, say no, they've not really been to Lapinia.
So, no one's been to Tenori? Kayana?
No.
Kayana, not Kanara.
Oh.
Yeah, she's kind of silent because she's kind of looking around, and she knows what this place is and knows where they're going, but she's kind of hesitant.
Kayana, make an awareness check.
Are we getting background on Kayana?
Good. Okay, if I can get my other cam gun in. Let me see if I have any. Yes, I do. It's been a while, so.
Yeah, it's all good.
Been a while.
Been a while!
Just slash roll and plus whatever you have.
The awareness.
Yeah.
Been a while, but now we're on the roll again.
Do we put it together, or?
It's slash roll space 2d6 plus number. No spaces there.
Alright. Okay.
8.
8.
All right. You look around for a minute, kind of just a touch on the anxious side, but you're not seeing anything You're not seeing anything that would immediately rouse suspicion in you, and you let yourself relax just a little bit.
Are you okay? You look kind of grouchy.
No, I'm fine.
You sure? I have an Aeon if you need a hug.
Super.
Does Kayana respond to that?
He said, no, I'm fine.
Okay. I think the Alpha Hugs is open now. I think Aeon likes hugs. Do you like hugs? Hugs, Aeon?
Yes, I do, Koopa.
Yes, he does, Kubo.
You know, you people are just adorable.
Thank you? Question mark?
That feels weird coming from you, Koopa.
It's just, your banter is very wholesome is all.
Koopa.
Oh, we're kind of new at this adventuring thing, so we're kind of working it out as we go. Well, at least I am. I think Cassandra there knows what she's doing. She's awesome.
You're doing great, Rosa. Koopa, you're becoming a true adventurer.
And all it took was you kidnapping me.
Yee.
Now I just need to get you to hold your liquor.
Never, ever, again, ever.
I'd say that was
Well,
definitive.
Since I've seen the end result, I have to agree with that. No more.
And honestly, we're really lucky the captain hasn't made us, pay for the damages of that.
And Cassandra puts a hand over Rosa's mouth. Rosa?
Yes?
He said not to speak of it again.
I
Especially not when we're still on the ship.
But you wouldn't let me talk to the captain. I would have said sorry, Sophia.
Anyway.
Cassandra is right. I'd rather not get... Anyway, sure. Is that there? Yes, that is sure. Hi, sure.
Like, yeah, you've already docked at this point. People are disembarking, so.
Oh, we don't. When did that happen?
Ready
Try
to
to
set
keep
foot on your
yourself-
ready to take your first step. Debris. Okay, I need to learn to speak.
English!
Sandra, use your words, Koopa.
Begging your pardon, everybody. Cassandra just had a stroke.
Oh no.
And I was saying, so Rosa, ready to take your first step on a new land?
So does that land, feel different, or...?
It's dirt and rock and grass. I don't see why it would.
I think I can work with that. Okay, yes, let's go.
Okay. So, you step off of the Callaway and down onto the sort of the main sort of waterside walkway that straddles the coast, and you are surrounded by the sound of people chatting amongst themselves on the docks. You can see sort of a bunch of Rogadin and a bunch of other sort of more burly men, shirtless at this point because they are building up quite a sweat, hauling crates to and from various ships. You can see various Magitech cranes doing the same thing, or arcane cranes in some places, a sort of weird mishmash of the two disciplines. You can, a little further up the road, you can hear merchants shouting out, calling out like, hey, come buy this thing, or come buy that thing, or I've got food, that sort of thing.
As we're passing the burly, shirtless Rogadin, you just see that the red slowly climb off Rosa's face as she immediately just shies up and hides behind Cassandra.
Muscly man, oh no! I am not gay like my grandmother.
He is not. I honestly mean...
You want me to go talk to them?
That's
Aeon.
unwise. Holding Aeon.
You know, Rosa, there's no harm in just looking.
Shut up. Please shut up. I'm not here.
Yes,
Rosa.
you are.
Rosa, if you're going to be an adventurer, you need to be a bit more confident.
didn't see you talking to Dizona.
Well, you're gonna have to learn eventually, especially when you make a name for yourself.
Oh, I don't think I need to learn that just yet. Anyway, where are we going? Where are we staying? And not here. Somewhere
Go
else.
ask the big strong man for a direction.
I'm going this way. No.
Okay, so Elfric
Like,
speaks.
Since
Like,
we,
it just immediately latches onto Aeon to keep him from flying over.
No.
I thought
No!
Kanal was still holding on to him.
They're like
Like, by
scruffing the
scruff of
Moogle.
his neck. Yeah. Like the scruff of his back neck, I could imagine she's holding or something.
I was just imagining her squeezing him like a stress toy.
Anyway.
Rosa is just rushing away. Her face is a tomato.
The sound you made sound like you pop.
That was the idea.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
So,
Anyway,
escort. Do you know where you could take us somewhere away from the shirtless individuals?
Yeah, if we follow this main road up here, it should take us to the central square. Windhurst is sort of laid out, kind of like in a radial shape, sort of like a snowflake. And the central square is where most of the activity is. But like, you're not going to be seeing big shirtly people trying to load up ships. It's mostly where like the bulk of the merchandise and the shops and the inns are located. You'll find a few smaller ones scattered throughout, especially near the entrance of the city off to the east. As it is, again, presently sort of just a little before noon, so late morning, like 11:25, I'd say. There's a bit of cloud cover, but there's enough gaps in it that you can see sunlight shining through most of the time. So you occasionally get moments of gloom followed by moments of radiance. It's very distracting, but...
Right then. So,
Then let's make
what's the plan?
haste.
So, at this point, I'm willing to sort of... what's the word? My brain legit just farted on me. What the hell, guy? I'm willing to defer to your judgment I'm willing to defer to your all judgment when it comes to when we're ready to depart. I'm not in any particular rush when it comes to getting back to Tenori, so if you want to explore a bit, you can. Otherwise, we can just rent a chocobo cart and get moving.
Fair enough. Well, in that case, I'm taking Rosa away from this place before she cramps on the floor.
Oh, Rosa's already ran away. She's gone.
Oh.
So,
Although where should we be running off to?
so catching up to her and pulling Rosa close is like, you know what our newly found adventurer needs?
What? Dare I ask?
Her first request. Come, let's go find a job board. Maybe.
I
Find
was already
something
doing that. That's kind of why we're with Elfric. Yeah.
Yeah, but just think it'd be a little job on the side to get your feet wet.
I'd rather not get my feet wet. Being wet kind of sucks.
Also, don't forget your companion, Fluffy. I'm sure he wants to get off the boat.
Fluffy's with the group and is sticking to throws those. Like,
Yes.
Don't worry. Fluffy is sticking with me, and she will scare away those stupid, sexy sailors.
Did you just say that out loud?
Wait,
I
I did.
would have thought.
She immediately just crumbles into Fluffy's fur and I tries to hide herself again.
So are you just into Rogadins, or is it just any man who takes his shirt off?
But also having
Good
this conversation.
grief.
I'm leaving again. She'd start leaving again.
Fluffy, stop her, Kupo!
Fluffy is protecting her.
Protection mode,
Oh.
activate.
More.
So, we gonna go find the job board? Are we gonna talk to people? What do y'all want to do?
Well, we already have a job. I don't see the point of like taking another one if we're having
Well-
an objective.
Yeah, but he's not going to pay us until we get him to his destination. So who knows? We might find something
Well,
in town to earn.
Maybe we
I
could
mean,
just find.
true.
Maybe we could just find like an inn. Maybe get some information on the road there, just in case we need to know anything.
That could work too.
So let's go find an inn.
All right.
Or wherever you get information around here.
All right, so whoever is spearheading the charge on that, pop me an inquiry check, please.
Well, I have the spear, so why not be the spearhead?
Okay.
Rosa definitely is because she's dying inside.
Hi.
Har. I just wish I put more into inquiry now.
If you fail, I will try. They will talk to the Moogle.
8. Okay.
There you go.
It takes you a little bit of sort of poking around, but before long you locate. You manage to learn about an inn that's sort of sequestered, like just off of the main plaza. So, give me just a second here.
Just to check, the destination we're going, is it the one over the mountains where the big star is? Yeah.
Yeah, Tenori, yeah.
Jesus, that is a trip.
Yeah.
Well, we can just go. Well, we can try to make it less by going through the mountains.
Going off-road will actually make your travel time longer, as a heads up.
Yeah,
Especially
that's a
if-
mountain, mate. Are you sure you want to climb that?
The reason roads exist is to expedite travel.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you guys can climb. Cassandra can just jump over, and the Aeon just flies.
I don't think you can jump that high.
Well, it's just constant jumps, like jump, 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 like a mountain goat.
And I wouldn't mind.
I'll go
And also,
jump.
I don't think Tyr would either appreciate taking all of you over. He'd be exhausted before he gets to the other side.
He can't carry people. He's not that big.
Exactly.
Anyways, so Cassandra, you learn about probably the most prominent inn and tavern in town, the Happy Dreamer. It's just a little ways up the road from the docks. Fairly large establishment, but somewhat upper class and nice, which means it is a very popular spot for freshly docked sailors to go and unwind, and it's also a good place for merchants to go to get the current read of the land before they start selling or peddling their wares. So it gets a lot of traction.
Question, would there be like a quest board or job board, whatever it would be called?
It would be a notice board, and there would be one outside, yes.
I think we've already. I think we've established that. Yeah, just picking up another request would be kind of stupid.
It would be a little redundant, and also it would be a nightmare on me because I don't have anything for that.
So let us forego that, and we'll get new work in Tenori.
So how much skill we got at the moment then?
The communal gill is currently sitting at 220.
200.
We spent a good chunk of it on the materials for Rose's bow and other shit, and your shield.
To be fair, the bow would have cost 750 if it wasn't for Kanara.
Indeed.
True.
And that said, you will be getting like an additional like 500 gil per person, I think, upon arrival in Tenori, or just 500 gil, I forget.
I thought it was 750 he was going to offer us. Or
Yeah, but
something.
250 was paid up front.
500.
No, he's right, yeah.
It's 500.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. Now
So
then.
what do we see at the inn and tavern?
So making your way to the Happy Dreamer, it is a fairly large structure with a wider base, and it's sort of like this mudstone brick that's been hardened and sort of painted over to be this very lovely sort of redwood color. Rises up about 3 stories, and you can see these sort of oblong holes cut into the walls for windows and light shining through a lot of them. There's some mellow but uplifting music playing inside, and there's sort of a circular door, sort of overwound a bit with like vines and roots, giving it a very earthy feel. And as you sort of push it open and step inside, you are very much hit by the very earthy smell. It smells like pine trees and fertile soil and fresh crops in here, and it also smells like a gratuitous amount of ale. You can see a collection of varying individuals from a very wide spectrum of races, a fair few of which you haven't seen very much of, sort of scattered across the room. It is largely tarufell, but you do see some Dran sort of sequestered off to one quarter, along with, they have like a single Ronso with them, which is a very rare sight. You can see a handful, again, of the sort of... you also get, like, a single, like, matanga, a tall elephant person sitting at another table with a few others. But again, it's mostly tarufell and other Fenoran natives.
Cassandra just kind of holds her nose a little bit. Like, I haven't smelled alcohol this bad since last time Grandpa snuck it into his room.
This is bringing back some very fresh bad memories.
Sandra,
Yes.
can I go pet the elephant?
Now, Aeon, we talked about this. You can't just go around asking people to pet them. It's rude.
So I think that's a matanga. Like people, not elephants.
Okay, so don't ask permission and just go. Got it!
And I imagine he's already gone before she can say something.
No, I was gonna give you 2 seconds to stop him.
And just like, she just grabs him by the wing. Like, just holds him right at the joints where the wings are on his body.
Yeah, Sandra!
And she just turns to Rosa. Rosa, hold this.
Yeah, that I can do.
Oh dear.
What?
The matanga looks up and sees you
no.
all. I had to roll awareness to see if he noticed that this was happening in relation to him. He rolled a critical success.
No!
So this Matongan individual looks up, and he's surprisingly classily dressed. Like, he's got like a fucking cravat going on, kind of a nice sort of, if old and weathered, blue button-down shirt, and sort of a thick leather travel pants. And like, as you sort of look at him for a moment longer, you realize this guy actually just has like a really big hammer resting against the table.
That's an interesting get up.
Okay.
And he quirks an eyebrow as he sees the Moogle trying and failing to approach him, held in the hands of this dragoon woman.
Congratulations.
Can I help you?
Oh, we're so sorry we didn't mean to bother you. Aeon's just really excitable. He's kind of, he's young, I think.
You look incredible!
Oh, thank you. You are cute?
Yee, Koopa!
Is there something else I can do for you?
No, we apologize for that. My brother tends to not do before he thinks.
Okay, Hades, you are turning into a robot and breaking up something fierce.
Try
There's wordless grumblings. That's Hades for you.
I apologize. My sister is not good with English.
No, like Hades was
English,
speaking
you
just
people.
fine. It was his internet that was going.
I know. I was being silly.
Do I sound okay now?
Yes.
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 Okay.
Just deadpan.
As I was saying, please do forgive my little brother. He tends to do before he thinks.
Your little
He's quite
brother?
the miscreant from what I gathered.
Long story short. Again, sorry for this.
Oh no, it's quite all right. Honestly, that's probably the highlight of my day.
He often
Yee,
is.
Koopa!
Really?
Yes,
Rough
it's
morning?
boring morning, more like.
So not really much excitement around here then?
Oh, there's plenty. Just I'm kind of a little detached from it all, and I'm away from my own group, so I don't have anyone to pass the time with.
Are you
Where's your
passing?
What was
Are
that?
you just passing? Are you passing through here?
I'm going to be waiting here for a couple of days. I'm waiting on something, and then I will be moving on.
Waiting on what?
I'd rather not get into that. That is some personal stuff.
Fair enough.
Hey,
So-
Mr. I don't think we got your name. Sorry.
Oh, my name is Cadruil.
Hi. I'm Rosa Solwyn. This is Aeon, and he's adorable.
He is.
Dupo.
And that's Cassandra. She's awesome. That's Kanara. She's grumpy. That's Kayana. She's distracted for some reason.
I was just glaring at you.
She's distracted for some
Okay.
reason.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna let you kind of call me out.
Oh, my- Anyway,
Grumpy, she says.
you didn't happen to come from the Tenori area, did you?
I didn't come from Tenori, no. I landed in Poriton and passed through Lulato on my way here.
You there? Any problems on the road? Monsters, bandits, and the like?
Not so much bandits, but there are some strange creatures that like to inhabit these lands, from what I've researched and heard. Strange arcane entities, elementals, sprites, pixies, porksies, too. The only things that I would advise having any caution towards would be the lunapeas.
Luna what?
Lunapeas.
Luna?
Lunapeas, there's some sort of magic-based creature that inhabits the plains and plateaus north of here. They like to tamper with people's dreams. I'm not sure on the specifics, but they can leave you feeling very tired if you let them.
In my general just study everything attitude, do I know anything about Littlepeace?
Lore monsters, roll it.
Can I use Lord General for this, or is it just...
You can, but the DC will be higher.
I have one monster.
Must both roll then. I'll try General use both monsters.
Go for it.
And I would want to stay away from those things.
One of my
Oh,
dad's
yeah.
5, the other one's cock.
And
It's 11.
11. Okay, Rosa, you don't know shit about lunapeas. Cassandra, you know a couple things. Not much, but a couple
Yeah.
things.
what do I know?
The bulk of what you know is kind of what Cadriel already said. They're basically light-aspected elementals. They're a category of fae that like to inhabit sort of more damp regions. So like, open steppes or jungles with a lot of rain and things like that, and marshlands. While the exact specifics are a little beyond you and your non-magical orientation, you are aware that they tend to feed on the vitality of living beings by infesting their dreams. What happens when they infest someone's dreams is not known to you, but you do know that, as Cadriel said, if they're allowed to do so unabated, it will leave someone feeling absolutely exhausted when they wake up. They may or may not invoke weird sleepwalking shenanigans. You're not sure about that one, though.
Oh,
Not to mention, I did read a little bit back in school. Not a whole lot on these things, but this shouldn't be too much of a problem.
So if we don't dream, they won't bother us.
Unless we can lucid dream, I don't think that's really an option we get.
Well, then don't dream about the big muscly men.
He just thinks behind Cassandra again. You true red.
I fucking love you.
Oh my goodness.
Do you ever know of the term self-control, Aeon?
Self-con? What's self-con?
Self-control.
Self-con 1.
I know myself. I'm Aeon.
You know what? I take that as a no.
Well, nice talking to you. I hope your friends show up soon. So you look like you missed them.
Oh, I do, but it's probably for the best that I don't bump into them for a while. I'll be going back to them myself when I'm ready. I'm on a personal journey removed from their activities of a sort.
Oh.
Again,
Where are they?
they're back on Miss Stella.
What did you say this guy's name was again?
Cadruel.
How do you spell that?
Like that.
Oh,
Thank
I'm
you.
having a feeling.
I just want to note this guy's name down for future reference.
Let me just phone down.
Did I take it they're all like you, or another species?
They sort of run the gambit.
And then go.
So hi, I'm still here. She kind of pokes her head out from behind Cassandra. So what would the safest way be to get to the Tenori? Can you hire carriages and stuff, I take it?
You could rent a carriage, you could buy one, you could try joining a merchant caravan when they're leaving, but it's hard to predict when those will depart and you'd have to be waiting on them, so if you're in a hurry, that might not be ideal. But otherwise, just follow the road. They're typically fairly well patrolled. Especially when it comes to Windhurst, given its importance as a trade hub with Venata. The various ministry families tend to keep, patrols going actively. The Omus in particular.
It shouldn't be too bad. So we go rent a cart somewhere and hook Fluffy on, we all get a ride.
That would probably serve you best.
Huh? I think that's all we'll need to know. Thanks for the
Thank
information.
you, mister.
You're welcome. Oh,
Nice hammer, by the way.
oh, thank you. And he sort of puts his hand on its pommel. She craves attention.
Can I give her attention?
Don't.
Don't trust this one with a ham.
I mean, for one thing, I doubt you could lift it, but for another thing, when I say she craves attention, it's usually very blunt force trauma attention.
I can do that.
No,
No.
please no.
I say, Aeon, we don't touch other people's things.
Yes.
I'm done.
Oh dear.
I wish you luck on your journeys. He gives you a
Same
little
to
bow
you.
of his head.
Fair winds.
What time of day is it right now?
At this point, I'd say it's like 12:15. It's like just slightly afternoon. You arrived at like 11:30, and it hasn't really been that long, so.
So, do we want to spend the night here and leave in early morning, or see if there's a cart around in Steve tonight?
I mean, it's early enough. We can go get a cart and get a head start.
How much do carts cost exactly?
That is a fantastic question.
I imagine
I've been
just renting
pondering
one
that
probably wouldn't be
myself,
that bad.
because I think we might be out of the budget for anything extravagant.
Can we negotiate our ways to get one for free?
Oh, God.
You'd be,
might be
I
able
think we'd
to-
be lucky to get a one-down one more than a free one.
I mean, I mean, Dad told me a few things. I might be able to negotiate the price down a bit, but I don't think I can get it for free. That's asking much.
Yep.
Wait a minute. Isn't like Kunara like handy? Couldn't she make one? Like 30 trees around? She can make
It would take her.
My
It would take
work
her.
is in weaponry.
Yeah, and I mean even then that would take a few days. Like that would
even
fall
so, it
that
would
would
take
fall under the
longer.
auspices of tinkering, and that would be more Kayana's field of view, and it would still take time. That would be a multi-day project.
Yes, and would require the help from everyone, I would imagine, since it's much bigger.
Yeah.
You're a lone wolf. You don't need our help.
Oh my god.
See what you did there.
No puns.
No crap, my beer. My alcohol-free beer.
Alright. Let's go find someone to get a cart from.
Okay.
We gotta see what it is before we can figure out how much
Yes,
it is.
before I choke on my drink again. Oh crap.
All right. So you go ahead. You take your leave from that place, from the Happy Dreamer, and just a quick point of order. That Matanga y'all just met, yeah, that is a cameo of a character from a D&D campaign I'm a player in.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I just straight up stole one of the other players' characters and just dropped him in here because hey, Elephant Man. Why not?
So here was me writing down his name like, oh, this is setting up something to no.
No.
Just a cameo.
No, I got scared for a second because I was just trying to be like cute with the whole elephant. It's like, oh, it's something cool and unique. We didn't see it, and you got a crit success. I'm like, crit success. I'm like, oh no, what did I do?
You gave me a chance to have Kaijiro show up.
Don't worry, Mystic.
It's why-
You have an entire campaign ahead of us to get us all killed one day.
It's why
You
I
don't-
asked.
So,
Anyway,
Cart.
so
Yes. Hello, give me a moment to be back at the clean up a bit.
You're fine. Yeah, you don't know how much I fear with Aeon because, like, I love playing the character and, like, how he is. But when certain situations, like, when my actions happen, I'm like, what did I do? What did I do? I caused hell. I've caused something. It's gonna happen.
it turns out it's like someone brings Aeon to the UAC facility and it's all Aeon's fault that hell opens up.
Well, that was the thing, like, you guys were joking about with the Genesis thing. It's like, Aeon's the reason for everything that happens. Oh.
One of these amber crystals could belt, I'm a poke it.
Poke said,
red
out pops
shiny
Diablos. Ah!
I'm back. What I missed.
You missed us making jokes. Anyway, so as it is, whoever is spearheading the charge in terms of acquiring a wagon, you may make for me either inquiry or mercantile checks, whichever you prefer.
Rosa is going in with mercantile. She is good at mercantile. That's literally been her job.
All right, roll it.
Alright.
That's good because I don't have any.
Me either.
I have
Go for
some.
it.
8, 9, 10, 11.
11.
Again.
All right, so it doesn't take you very long, mostly because there's only one place reasonably where you would go to get a wagon, and that would be somewhere near the city gates. And this is not a walled city. It's like open air, so you just follow the main road heading east towards the city exit, and before long you find a place that sells out wagons and chariots and carts and things of that nature. And after sort of poking around a bit and asking at the counter inside, you learn that to acquire a wagon, it would be approximately 150 gil.
Oh. So, who wants to swindle the price?
Any chance I could haggle that price down a bit? Mercantile skill.
Roll mercantile.
Mercantile, come on.
It's like, okay, so she goes, okay. Dad told me a trick or two, let's try, let's go.
Confidence.
Yes, because Rosa, of course, is the most confident person you've ever met.
Indeed.
That's what Kunar was telling you to do. Be confident.
Yep. Time to earn your
Okay.
confidence.
That's not a bad roll. 6, 11, 15.
15.
Hey!
5
Yeah.
and 6 plus 4.
Nice. All right. So with that 15, you are able to haggle down the price, I'd say, to about 100.
Okay, that's not too bad.
That
Oh, wow.
works.
Yeah, so you shave about a third off the price.
Nice.
Someone
Nice.
bookstores, thanks you.
You going for it?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Communal Gill is down to 120 then. And you now have a
We're
wagon.
getting paid when we get to Tamori anyway.
Hey,
Indeed.
Fluffy, I got you something.
As you sort of show Fluffy it, Fluffy sort of sniffs at it.
Was that pleased noises or displeased noises?
More curious. Fluffy does not presently seem to have an opinion other than, ooh, what's this?
So don't be alarmed, girl. We're gonna hitch us up to the saddle, and then you can pull us all at once. Good exercise.
I rather
Didn't,
walk.
didn't Rosa have a cart with
No.
Fluffy?
I mean, or she had one briefly that she attached like all those books to.
It
But she
probably
left
belongs
that.
to her store.
Yeah, but they did not bring that on the boat, because that belongs to the Vermilion Pages.
Plus, it's probably a different design cart compared to this one.
Yeah, this is more of a carrying people rather than carrying supplies style of cart.
So anyway, Rose is gonna hitch up to Fluffy.
Right, Fluffy does not seem bothered.
Where is the good deal?
Where's the what?
I'm just looking for my headphones. Hold on.
Okay. But yeah,
And
so
there we go. Welcome to Fluffy Express, everyone. This is going to be the best ride of your life because she is best girl, Squitch.
Do we have to pay?
You can pay me with hugs and maybe candy.
Yee, Koopa!
all right, nicely done. Would have taken me a lot longer to haggle the price down even half that much.
Oh, glad to see my parents taught me a thing or two. There's one thing Dad was very passionate about. It was haggling for the lowest price possible when buying new books.
Well, for a library, that's probably a good thing. At any rate. All right. So, is there anything else anyone wishes to do in this town?
I cannot think of. Sorry. I cannot think of one. Unless Kayana feels any more of that nervousness that she did.
So I have figured out why my phone wasn't working.
Oh?
Because I had advanced voice activity on.
Ah.
Or it automatically went on. I don't know why.
Interesting.
There you go.
Hey, if Rosa was to look over at Kayana, is Kayana still kind of distracted and uncomfortable being here?
It's more like going to Tenori. Like going to Tenori in a way. She's just like still kind of nervous.
They're sort of leery of that prospect.
Yeah.
Are you okay now, Kayana?
Huh?
We're gonna be heading off to Tenori. Are you okay now? You're kind of weirded at the back of the boat.
Yeah, fine. Just, distracted.
Anything we can help with?
No, fine.
Are you sure your tone in your voice is more higher pitched than usual?
I am fine.
Fair enough.
Well, then we better get on our way to Tenori. And just picks up Kaya and puts her in the cart.
We're just gonna grab Cassandra and just. Actually, does that.
Did you just pick up Kayana?
So,
You picked her up?
yes.
Oh.
Oh.
You can just see her kicking and struggling. She's like, hey!
Put me down, I'm not a doll!
Well, at least it's a good thing Chucky or Tiffany, or that would have been bloody.
Oh my god.
Before Kayana gets tempted to beat Cassandra up, we're just
Honey.
gonna grab Cassandra's armor and pull her aside.
Why did I imagine you picking me up?
Oh.
I mean,
So,
if you want to get the high places, or...
No.
so wait, Rose pulls Cassandra aside.
So, maybe I'm looking into this too much, but every time we mention Tenori, kind of goes all, I'm fine, but I'm really not.
I mean, Tenori is like a big Lalafell city, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, maybe it's a home or something, but I think she'd be excited about going home. I don't even know if it is her home. She hasn't really said.
Well, we won't find out until we get there now, won't we?
Oh yeah, it's just if something is maybe something's really bad there and she doesn't want to go there for an important reason.
Whatever the case may be.
Hi, why are you here? It's a private conversation.
I feel like Kunara
I
would
can
be that
hear.
one character that
just
would be
always
like
just pops up
surprisingly
behind
there.
you.
Yeah.
Like Knuckles
That-
and Sonic Destruction.
So silently.
Just appears and
Years of
disappears at will.
training. And besides, you have to do a bit better than that to get past these old ears, so are we going or not?
You're old?
Older than all of you.
Okay.
So yeah, with that, Cassandra just jumps into the car and just like lays down flat with her hands behind her head. Let's go.
Okay. I'm gonna jump on Fluffy's back.
If it's all fine with all of you, where you get comfortable in the cart, I'd just be walking alongside.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that. The whole point of the car is we go faster.
He's calling me slow.
You think
Well-
I'd lose to a bird?
Okay. In that case, you start walking. The chocobo cart will start going at its pace, and if you start falling behind, we'll stop and let you get in. Huh?
Trust me, I do better in wider spaces than tight ones.
We'll see. Whisper Fluffy's there. Kick her ass, girl.
I'm just gonna sit in Sandra's lap.
I figured.
All right, let's start going off, and leaving Kanara and Duff to River Point.
All right,
Well,
so I've just run
Does
the
they actually go that
measurements.
fast?
So I've just run the measurements. It'll take about 10 days to get to Tenori. Let me double check the movement world map travel time. Traveling with a chocobo or similar land vehicle can double your movement speed, so that'll shrink it down to about 5 days of travel time.
So pretty much, we very quickly just overtake Kanara and just disappear into the distance. Yeah.
Kanara, make an athletics check.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy. This is a race at this point.
Probably.
Bird versus wolf.
I would think the wolf would win.
Maybe.
Chocobos, are
Chocobos have
horses.
really long legs. It's kind of why they're used as mounts. They have an absurdly
all-
long
Yeah.
stride, even at a walking pace. That's why they're so fast.
And the mentality.
Because of Kanara's pride, I'm debating. But let's see what I get first. Roll. Let's straighten up this goddamn desk so they don't roll off the goddamn mat.
If they fall off, I'm gonna laugh.
I know. Okay, that's pretty high.
Yeah, 4 and a 6.
And athletics, did you say?
Yes.
Duh.
So that's an extra. Let's see, where is it?
It'll be at near the top
Ah.
of your skill list.
Let me just get up the sheet. That's an extra 3, so that's 13.
13. So, to everyone's surprise, Kunara is actually managing to keep pretty decent pace with Fluffy. Like, it's clear that Kunara's like having to fucking power walk.
Yeah.
Like,
Gonna be knackered.
like you're going at a very brisk pace to keep pace with this chocobo, and you imagine that if the chocobo started running, you would be left behind. But, you know, just wanting to go on your own power, you're capable of doing it. You're just going to be really fucking tired at the end of the day.
There's another day for Kanara.
How you doing there, Kanara? You're looking like you're sweating. Are you sweating or do you just pant a lot? I think you're panting.
I am perfectly fine. Snarky little cat elf.
Cassandra just waves off as she's laying back in the car. It's like, and let her walk. I think she's gotta work off all that. She's gotta work off all that fluff, or if it even is fluff.
Oh, honey.
Oh, no.
You can see she's giving me the glare at you,
And she has
saying
eyes
that.
closed and does not see it.
Oh, burn, Koopa!
I do know one thing. It's the face that I am tempted to pull you off the cart.
You can try.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not breaking that fight.
The moment your paws start bleeding, you will jump in the cart, won't you? Because, this ain't healthy.
Okay, real quick. Ari, do me a favor. Roll 1d10.
Oh,
Oh no.
oh my god.
Oh boy.
We're
No
dead.
pressure, this is just an encounter dice.
No pressure.
We're dead.
Roll
Okay,
what?
fine.
A 1d10.
1d10.
If you roll the right number, there's a golden globe waiting for you.
Hey, honey. Hey, honey. Do me a favor. Shut up.
Shut up. Daddy was coming.
Maybe.
You're lucky I'm not there with you.
What would you do if you were?
You wouldn't be seeing him.
Oh my.
I'm not so sure. I've never ever missed a chance to be in this session, so I think I'll still be here.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, I've dedicated it.
You really want
Yeah, just Ari peeling back the wall, poking her head out like John Cena. Just, are you sure about that?
Well, we get the IRL murder. Let's see
Very
what we're
sure.
doing in the in-game murder.
Okay. Roll 1d10, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
The axe.
Gotcha. All right, so with that, at
Is
about
that a
two,
good gotcha or a bad gotcha?
it's a gotcha. So you wind up setting out from Windhurst, I'd say at about 2 o'clock. And you start making your way along, and not long after you're out of the, I'd say after about maybe 20 to 30 minutes of being out there, is at about the time that Tiermith comes swooping down and lands not far away. And as Tiermith lands, Ilfric looks over like, what the fuck's that?
And Cassandra just wakes up.
Look, it's a dragon! Kill it!
Ignore the inappropriate Moogle. That's Tyr.
Oh my god.
He's with us.
You have a dragon with you.
Technically, I
Yes.
do.
Unfortunately.
She's a dragoon. She kind of see it coming.
No, I shouldn't. Dragoons don't typically just have little baby dragons with them.
This one does.
I
He's
know,
awesome.
right? It's like there was a mistake.
There's certainly a lot of envy in you, isn't there?
It's not like him.
Clearly.
It's not like him to show up before I call him.
Well, you were out of the city, and I was getting tired of flying in the air for days on end.
Well, fair enough.
I had to land on the boat at least a couple of times in Hyde just to rest my wings.
Also, while we were out at sea, did you happen to notice something fly out of the ship and into the air?
Yeah, it almost hit me.
Yes!
No! Not yes!
Then these powers are amazing.
Ilfric is just kind of looking around at all of you like, I have many questions.
Like what?
Yeah, Kai's just looking at him like, don't look at me. I didn't have nothing to do with it.
Well, for one thing, pardon me if this is a rude question, but why do you just have a dragon? That is not common. I would be very interested to hear the story behind that.
I'll move.
Aeon just goes up to like Rosa.
Hey, Aeon, do you want chocobo rides?
Sure. Can you cover my ears while you do it?
Sure, and I'll help you control the cart, alright? Do this. Starts going through the motions trying to just distract him.
All right. So Tiermith kind of hops up onto like the backrest wall of the wagon and sort of like splays himself along it, sort of just lying lengthwise.
Well,
I guess I'm telling the story now. Well, it was around. Hang on a second, I'm trying to go back into my backstory shit just to make sure. I don't think. Around the time of my graduation back home with the Dragoons, a group of us were brought before Vidofnir, the dragon who kind of looks after all of us in our training. And she entrusted eggs to 5 of us. And said that this was supposed to be an effort to bridge the gap between man and dragon. It was a big shock to all of us. And just, I took him home. I hatched him, and just, he's been with me ever since for the last 3 or so years.
Wow. Fascinating. I had heard about that arrangement about various dragoons being entrusted with dragon eggs. I didn't realize you were among them.
Well, I was among the top of my class.
And I was still like walking next to the cart, right? So...
Yeah.
I have to say, for someone who has quite the miscreant, and even yourself, you've shown to be quite responsible. So, I give you that, human.
Kinda had to.
Although, I fear it's just envy. However, perhaps there's more to why Aeon dislikes Tyr.
That's another story I don't want to talk about.
It's complicated.
Well, I feel like if this is going to be a long-going group, at some point it will need to be mentioned. After all, trust is key for a successful group. Anything that may hinder it may cause trouble later on.
You didn't trust us to get into the cart.
If you must know, I wish not to degrade the animal.
Fluffy's fine with this. Right, Fluffy? Exactly.
And Fluffy kind of watches as a butterfly flits by.
I didn't.
Yeah, that is very...
Also,
That is
she's not
very
a...
convincing.
Also, she's not the animal. She is my partner in crime. So who's degrading now, Mrs.
I will say one
Partner
thing.
in crime.
Even with Rosa, if she is like kind of holding Aeon's ear, so he can't really hear, he still kind of hears it like muffly. But hearing the word "trouble" from Kunara, what she said, he did do a shudder. Just his body just like give a shudder for a second. That's pretty much it, though.
For whatever it's worth, I trust Aeon, even if he doesn't much care for me. So.
But either way, we've traveled enough to where we can all trust each other.
I trust you, Cassandra. You're like literally family, and I've never So, you know.
Yeah. And I trust Aeon with my life.
Good enough for me.
And then Tiamat just kind of rests his chin on the backrest of the wagon and closes his eyes and starts to take a nap. Guy's been flying for a while. He's tuckered.
Still later afternoon now?
Yeah, it was a little later in the day at this point. That pranky guys are about here.
So, dang it, I forget what our client's name is. What is his name
Ilfric.
again?
Person that is giving us money.
Person that is giving
Ilfric.
It's getting closer to dark.
So, Ilfric,
Ah,
tell us about this friend of yours that we're going to see.
well, he's a bit of a recluse when you get right down to it. But he's a good sort, very intelligent, really absorbed in his work, though. Let me pull up some shit here so I can see if I gave the guy a name.
Basically, he's a workaholic.
Pretty much.
Someone I have in common with.
His name is Walder. We studied together at the Academy City for a while, mostly on history and more theoretical things. I'm not much of a mage, but he's better at it than I am, at least in terms of like the casting of magic. I'm better at understanding the more deep concepts behind it, though. So,
So, why set up in Tenori?
well, for one thing, that is the capital of Lapinia, and as such, well, the Academy City is a wonderful place for study and research, but it's first and foremost a school, not an active research lab, you know? So, for more advanced research after we graduated, we figured it would probably serve our interests better to go to the capital, where, like, the longer form mages would be, and researchers would be based. The archmages teach new generations of students, but they're so busy with that and their own personal projects that, well, whatever we're doing would kind of be a little outside of their attention range, if that makes sense.
You went to the Academy City, yeah?
I studied history and magical theory there, yes.
How long ago was that?
A few years back is when I graduated. Why?
I'm just wondering if you knew the Archmage Blackstorm?
Miss Panara?
Uh-huh.
Yes, as a matter of fact, she was my teacher in the class talking about the history of the Amber Tide and the events leading up to that.
Huh. Small world.
I never really got a good read on the woman. She's the only Zalaran I've ever met.
Well, she kind of starts fiddling with the necklace. A lot of things happened in Zalad when everything went down.
Oh, did it?
In the Chronicles and the stories, when the Amber went inert, their entire infrastructure was based on it, so it all collapsed. Her husband, Gabranth, well, he was never found afterwards, so everyone thinks he died.
She never talked about her homeland, so I honestly wouldn't know.
Maybe I hope she'll talk to me. I have a lot of questions.
I have a few myself for this Panara Blackstorm.
Do you know her or something?
Teachers.
Not personally, but well, my grandmother's name was at birth Aurelia Blackstorm, so
Or roll something. Huh. Family connection then, I take it.
yeah, she's my great grandmother. I've never met her, at least
Not at any point in my life I can remember.
Interesting.
Kind of why I want to go to Enema. Well, that there, you heard me mention the connection between Cassandra and I. Cassandra is the granddaughter to Thanatos, Shadowgrasp.
Huh. No kidding, small world.
Yeah. Speaking of Shadowgrass, you wouldn't happen to have any encounter with a Seraphina up in the Enoma?
The only encounter with her that I ever had is one time I was asked to deliver a note from my white magic teacher to her, and that was about it.
Did she blow something up?
No.
Huh. She must be slipping.
So, Panara, she Grandma Blackstone, so you never heard her mentioning anything about personal life or anything about Grandma Nee or?
Most of us made it a point not to ask about her personal life. That was one of the things she sort of made clear at the start of the class, at the start of the semester. She would only answer questions in regards to the lesson she was teaching, and if they had anything to do with her, she'd only give the information that was required for us to understand what was happening. She didn't want to delve into her personal life too much. She said she wanted to leave the finer points behind her, so... So she elected not to talk about anything of that sort. And I would know there were a few very ravenous individuals in that class who poked and prodded and asked all the time and never got anywhere because she just either dodged the questions or very gently told them that those questions were off the table.
Gently, so she's nice, then?
She's stern, but she's not unreasonable. She has a firm hand and a very, very potent sense of, the only word I can think of is, like, justice, I guess you could say. She's very keen on if you fuck something up, it's your job to make it right. And she enforced that liberally.
I look forward to meeting her. I mean, this, she kind of, shows him the necklace. This is actually, I mentioned Gabranth, right?
You did.
My grandfather. This was a gift he made for her. This is the only thing I have left from my mother.
Well, I'll not go poking my nose into your business.
Well, there's not much to find. I don't know much about it myself. Aside from what I've read in the Chronicles, anyway. Cassandra, this aunt of yours, what was that about explosions?
She has a bad habit of making things blow up around her.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, let's just say
Drink.
Mom and Dad's wedding, there might have been a fire.
I take it she and Aeon get along well.
We tried not to let them stay in the same room.
Damn.
Probably a good thing, thinking about it.
Unless anyone else has things to say, we're just going to keep the car going until it gets dark.
Yeah.
Over.
Yeah, and it's not too terribly long before it does start to get dark, so...
Which I would probably point that out. It's getting late and need a place to settle.
Yeah, you're looking quite tired there, Ganara.
I am fine. However, it is unwise to go in the dark. So, we need to find somewhere to rest, I guess.
Especially in your condition, walking all that way when you could have been in a nice comfy car that I bought for you.
Stop bragging.
I'm not bragging, I'm grumpy.
Oh, then I guess that's something we suppose have in common since you called me grumpy.
Yep.
Out of character, does that make Rose a grumpy cat?
A grumpy Elvon cat. It is now a species in this campaign.
Should I make a meme face of Rose's face as Grumpy Cat?
If you want to, by all means.
Please, yes. Please, yes.
Oh no!
I would commission that.
Oh.
Okay.
Anyway, pulling this card over.
So yeah, we're basically in open plains, if I recall, right?
Yeah, it's pretty much just a step. Like, in all directions, it's pretty much just rolling foothills of verdant green grass, sort of speckled cloud cover overhead, sporadic, as mentioned.
Well, we're gonna take the cart a little ways off the road. Are there any sort of like odd trees or, and screw you, Tone, rocks or even a hill
Little cave.
between?
Not really any trees, mostly just some hills. Like, there are the occasional tree, but it's mostly just bushes or shrubbery.
Yeah, gonna
No
go off
shelter.
the being path so people don't come across us as easily.
All right.
Mm.
And find a good place to park the car, set up camp.
All right.
So, small problem. There's no trees. How are we gonna get firewood?
Well, again, there is some shrubbery, so...
I'm sure we
good.
could scavenge whatever we require.
Let's put that Lupin survival skills to use. Show us how it's done.
Very well.
All right, go ahead and make for me a nature check, Kunara.
Nature. Gotta have.
It's nature time.
Oh my.
What? There's adventure time. Why not nature time?
Shut up.
And that is not a fucking. I don't know how I picked that up. I rolled a D8 and a D6. That's not right. I'm keeping the D6. Unless you want me to re-roll it.
Well, I can't see your video feed right now anyway.
Oh. So just re-roll the whole thing anyways. Never...
Yeah, I
Wait,
guess.
hang on. It is active.
But it's not
Huh.
showing
Yeah,
me
but it's like,
anything.
yeah,
it's,
it's
just,
like,
it's just a couple of spinning blocks.
Oh yeah, it's not even... Okay, hang on a minute. It's froze. It's not even showing the dice.
Yeah, it's not showing anything. It went... There we go.
Hello. There's my hand, so it's working now. Let's try again. 2 D6s. Let's go. And that's called.
If it's full.
Okay, so
2 and a 4. Is that a 4?
Yeah.
yeah, it's a 4. So okay, 10. What does that give me?
10. All right. It's a little tricky as you are used to working predominantly with like trees and dense shrubbery, but it doesn't take you terribly long. You find that there are occasional little bits of like rocky outcroppings scattered throughout at the base of these mountains that you're passing between. So you're able to find the ring of stones easily enough, clear out a patch of dirt, and as for the wood and kindling, you mostly rely, as I said, on the little bushes and shrubs scattered around. The various leaves and mosses that blanket them make for nice kindling, whereas the branches closer to the base make for good firewood. It's very much a firewood of twigs rather than logs, but it's still perfectly functional and you know all the tricks to make it work just fine. And so before long, you've got a very nice campfire going.
Yep. Just clicking it.
Yep.
Different tab.
Wow. Well,
There. Campfire.
not bad. Helpful, because I've never really made fires before, so.
Well, watch me long enough, you know how to.
A lot of sticks and an attitude.
And other materials if we have to improvise.
Speaking of, since there's not really anywhere for you to skulk off to, watch rotation, if we're still doing that, is that a thing we're still doing?
Yes, and if you don't mind, I think I shall have first watch.
That's fine. I didn't want to take first anyway. I kind of got press ganged into that. It was kind of a thing. Don't
It was a
laugh.
learning experience.
We were having like a moment of bonding and getting to know each other, and then you ambushed me.
Gotta keep you on your toes.
I'm tall enough. I don't need to be on my... Anyway, in that case, Kanara can go and sniff about. Sit by the fire, get some food going.
All right, so
First, we could scavenge to see if there's any food, but I doubt there'd be much. It's not exactly a forest.
if you're looking for like natural food, like berries, fruits, or mushrooms, or anything like that, that would be scavenge. Or nature. Nature would also be what you would use for hunting.
So I'd probably go with the highest.
Yeah.
As you're doing that, Rose is just going to be getting whatever they have in their packs and is going to shuffle up next to Cassandra.
Why did I imagine Aeon to say cuddle party?
We have to re-roll the other one because it fell off.
What do you
Why
say?
did I imagine Aeon saying cuddle party for some reason?
Not with Tyr around.
Yeah.
That's another 3, so...
So I guess... I probably could scavenge, like, I guess that's around 2. Actually, wait, do I have anything in
Going with
before I
nature,
even
10.
suggest that?
Why do I imagine Grumpy Aeon, because Tyr's here, just going around scouting Cooper and just hitting a bush with a stick idly?
I mean, yeah, kind of. I was gonna say, I can scavenge around just to get away from Tyr. That's probably what I would do if I can.
Probably following alongside Canal or just looking in the general direction.
I think just a different direction, just anywhere that's away from Tyr.
Yeah.
D6.
But anyway, I'm going with nature because it's the highest, so that's 10.
10.
Again.
Right, yeah, you managed to find... It's not enough for, like, a big meal that you find, Kunara, but it's enough to keep everyone fed. Plenty of berries and fruits.
4.
Would you say that Aeon wants to shed a tear?
Oh.
No.
Wait, what?
Let the puns begin.
Say it again.
No.
Say it
I
again?
said, would you say Aeon wants to shed a tear?
If there's a point where it's like, okay, we only have a little bit of food to, like, so Aeon and Tyr could share, he would just say, no, I'm not eating it, just gives it all to Tyr and just walks away. He wouldn't even eat.
It was a full-on pun, and I hate it.
I did warn you, there'd be puns.
Alright.
Triple the force!
Yay! So, what is Aeon hunting for?
Aeon, you're tearing us apart.
I guess either berries or like mushrooms that I guess they're around.
Okay, yeah, you
I'm
find
gonna go be in the corner.
Yeah. So yeah, you find plenty of things. It's no big deal. So you have a nice dinner of like berries and safe mushrooms and a few nuts. It's very nice. And with that, watch rotation. So I need
as we're going into that, like we're fire and eating, and then kind of things are quieting down. We're no longer bunched up in the cart, and everyone's kind of more spread out. She's smashed up
Next to Cassandra, and she kind of eating her berries. She kind of thinks to herself. And Minnie starts blushing again, akin to that incident earlier this day, and goes, "Cassandra, have you ever? Do you like guys?"
Oh God.
Pardon?
You heard me. Don't maybe say it again.
Do I like guys?
I did ask. Yes, that.
You're not hitting on me, are you?
No, that's literally the opposite. No. Like, no, we're like meant to be family. No, ew. Ew.
To answer your question, yes.
Have you ever been with one?
No.
Oh. I thought of good advice you're gonna give then, huh?
Maybe try
I
asking.
was I wasn't exactly a social butterfly growing up, so probably not.
But
I.
you're like super Austin. You must have had like all the guys.
Not really.
Yeah, that did be.
You have 2 other females too in the group that can probably give you advice.
Yeah, but again, it's Cassandra and it's Rosa, so.
Wow.
I
So,
mean, in
yeah.
Cassandra's defense, Cassandra was having to take care of Aeon and I at the same time, so I doubt she would have had a lot of time for guys anyway.
Yeah, you have to make a sacrifice. It's either with someone or pretty much, I guess, children to look after.
I'm gonna start putting a bell on you.
Don't you dare.
Then stop sneaking up on our conversations.
Private
I
conversation.
am right here.
Private conversation.
I can hear you.
Okay, what about you, Kanara? Have you had a
Mate.
Someone, mate, boyfriend, something, girlfriend, something. Yeah, answer me.
Well, if you stop bombarding me with questions.
Uh,
To answer your question, not exactly, no. I
Not e-
haven't.
but not exactly. That implies a maybe.
Well, there was a time I gave it a thought. But I can tell you something, Rosa.
Eh?
Don't just go for one for their appearance. You need other forms of connections with them. Personality. Or even, do they actually care for you and not try to use you?
You're referring to the Rogadins? They're really hot though.
Oh my god.
You can tell Rosa's barely done being a teenager.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, we know your type.
Hunks.
Just,
From my understanding, love can be a wonderful thing.
you guys were like.
However, it can also be a difficult time if it doesn't work out.
It's a trap.
Yeah, but I mean, they were like
Well.
they were strutting about, like, showing off everything, and you guys were so cool about it. How are you so cool about it?
Not my type, simple.
Yeah, she's more into the innkeeper / waitress type.
Pretty sure Kunora just did not even notice that Tizona was giving her eyes.
Yeah, it wasn't until when they were leaving it clocked in her head when freaking Hades' character points out.
It's like, oh shit, that
And
one
then-
was hitting on me? Ah, okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Cassandra? Like, not even a little bit. Referring to the Rogadin.
Yeah, I prefer guys my size.
No, I didn't even know. It's kind of it was weird. I didn't know how to handle. I never know how to talk to people like that. I mean, that was one of my friends. His name was Gideon. Kind of more up and noble than I was. Like all the others, he kind of eventually moved away, and I never told him that I kind of had a crush on him. How does one do?
With a lot of bravery.
That I do not.
No, I forget this guy is here. I'm so sorry. I forgot.
Okay, why did everyone come and listen on what was supposed to be a private one-on-one conversation?
I thought we were all just by a campfire. Either that, you're just so unaware of your surroundings.
Well, she was quietly talking to Cassandra, like slightly away, and everyone just slowly meandered over.
So, you know what? Just like this. You know what? Let's bring. You know what? If everybody's gonna, let's bring in everybody. Hey, Kai, tell us of your romantic.
I'm going to die. Yeah.
Word of advice, Rosa, don't blabber on about boys or whatever when you're surrounded by a group in the middle of a plain. There's literally no freaking way to keep out of the conversation.
I mean, considering most of us are female, and the only males around here is our client, a Moogle, and a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Client who was listening in, along with everyone else. Grumble, grumble.
Grumble, grumble. So, like I said,
said a single thing.
So, like I said, so Kai, any romantic adventures you'd like to chime in with?
No, and I'm glad I'm single.
Wow. Okay.
Huh.
That is fair.
I guess you would literally shoot them down.
She does have a gun to do it with.
But
Seriously, Cassandra, and everyone else, you can please wander off if you, because so kind. Cassandra, how do you talk to people like that? Because I don't understand. I can never really talk to this with my parents because they'd either be, mom would kind of be prying, dad would be grumpy. Didn't work.
How to go about this? Well, think back to your noble friend or whatever.
Gideon.
Yeah, that one. Say we bump into him. Just randomly, just hypothetically.
She thinks for a moment, imagines it, then immediately starts blushing again.
Think he's all nicely dressed. His hair combed back. Just giving you those eyes that shine like diamonds.
She slowly starts treating into herself.
Tyr just gets up and flies away.
I don't know why, I'm just imagining Kana's ears twitching and then just rolling her eyes. It's just like, face palming.
And when he comes up to you and he's so happy to see you again, and you just want to reach up and give him a hug, and the cute little smile.
God, I'm cringing so hard.
I know.
That's the point. And then you say...
Punch. He just punches Cassandra in the shoulder.
Oh my god. I thought she was just gonna run away.
That's a slight overload.
Or riding the freaking wagon.
Is Cassandra still in her armor at this point?
Probably.
As she kept
I mean,
speaking,
I don't
her
think-
face was getting redder and redder, and you just slightly overloaded her. She is just punching you in the shoulder.
Look.
Just dong off her.
Dong.
Oh, look. You blushed her. Good job.
Yeah,
Call
broke
that my
her.
win for today.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's more like broke her.
Mm.
I say I'm her big sister. Isn't that my job?
You meant to give big sister advice.
And I did.
I mean, it was working.
And she just kind of pulls her back in.
She's
In all
not completely
seriousness,
broken.
When you find that guy that you really like, not just because he looks nice without his shirt on.
Do I have to knock this one out?
just be yourself. Because if you try to be anything else other than yourself, then that's not going to be a real relationship.
The first responsible thing you said.
I can be responsible.
When you're done
So
teasing.
you try raising a Moogle and a dragon.
Try to take care of an entire pack.
I don't even know where Gideon is or my other friends. They all kind of just left one by one. It was just me left because, parents.
Well, again, it's a big world out there. We'll meet lots of people. Who knows? Maybe you'll find that Mr. Right.
Who's Mr. Right?
That is a metaphor.
Cassandra just face balls. Never mind.
Is his first name Phoenix?
I knew that was coming from somewhere.
Took me a second and it clicked for me.
Objection!
Oh my fuck you. Cassandra's gonna lay back now and just
Sandra.
turns to see, I'm supposed, an Aeon.
Was it
What's up?
hard to take care of me?
Cassandra just grabs and gently and pulls him into her. Nah. You're too cute to be a hassle.
Okay, Koopa.
It was more fun than I've ever had.
Alright. And I think upon that note, we can start shifting into watch rotations.
And Cassandra's gonna lay back with still hugging Aeon and fall asleep.
I'm just gonna hide in the cart.
Okay.
I'm just gonna hide in the
Alright, so
Probably with Kai.
Alright, so Kinara.
Kanara's on first watch.
Yep, you're up. Roll me an awareness check. Also, I noticed, Darkness, that you finally changed your in Roll20 name to Kinara. Thank you.
You're welcome. And I did put something in the good chat, but anyways.
But yeah.
What did you do?
Just
Nothing
something
much.
in case we missed
Just
it. 'Cause
visibly
cringing.
as when she mentioned something unintentionally.
I thought you did something stupid.
No, this is a kind of an in-character thing. Anyways, let's see if she's distracted. And that is bad. I'm rolling there because the level went off. I got the shakes from that anyway.
Good job.
Hey, it's funny. Also, nice Phoenix White. Hey. Yep, she is distracted. So let's see what that is in total. It is an 8.
An 8. You are a touch distracted, but your senses are still sharp regardless, so you keep a strong watch out, and nothing comes to bother you. Who would like second watch?
Well, Rose is on the list for second watch.
Alright.
Alright, Kanara's is probably just
Alright.
on higher. Still there and just watching.
And just as an interesting note, Rosa, as you're doing your second watch, that's when Tiermith comes back after he flew away. And he will join you on. And he will join you on second watch.
Where did you go off to?
Away.
Look, sometimes Cassandra gets on a roll, and I don't want to be anywhere near when that happens.
Kinda punched her.
Oh, good.
What do you mean good? That wasn't good. I lost my cool.
Sometimes she needs to be given a very firm message that it's time to stop. I love the woman, but she does not always have good impulse control.
It was not the advice I was hoping for. Now.
Alright. So
Alright.
Tiermith
Awareness?
will join you for Tiermith will join you for watch. I believe because Tiermith is joining you for watch, you'll get a bonus to your awareness.
Oh,
Yes,
how much?
You get an extra d6.
Oh, good, because I rolled shit. Just 3 and 11. 1. Better. 7. 8, 9, 10.
10. It's a pretty calm night, all things considered. Nothing comes out to disturb you.
Okay, the next one on watch that Rosa will
And
eventually wake up is Cassandra.
So Cassandra and Aeon are doing watch together.
Alright, awareness checks you too. Tiermith is going to find somewhere to nap. Nine and a 12. Alright. All things considered, pretty quiet night. Nothing comes out to bother you. One more watch, and then it'll be the next day.
Before
Okay, my turn.
before we do watch with Kayana, can I just do a little thing?
Sure.
Cassandra just is still like holding Aeon while they just stay on watch and just like, why did you think you were a hassle or hard to raise?
Just hearing everybody talk, Kupo. Just felt like I was setting you back.
You were my only friend growing up.
How do you know it wasn't an accident?
Accident?
Finding me?
She holds it. She rests her head on his. I'd say more fate. I'm pretty sure I still would have been alone if you hadn't washed up on the shore.
I don't want to think about it anymore.
She just kisses his head. Then let's not. We're together. 15 long years. And we're gonna be together the rest of our life, right?
I guess.
I know, I certainly don't want you to go anywhere.
I don't want you to go either, Sandra.
Oh.
Please don't leave me.
Just hugs him like even tighter. Never. We'll be together forever. We used to say when we were kids, huh?
Yeah.
Alright. Now, on to Kayana's watch.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, awareness check for me, Kayana.
Alright. Okay, let me find my god awareness.
Oh, damn. 14.
Yeah.
All right, so Kayana, you are on top of things. You are eyeing the road and the mountains around, calling back on your own personal experience with this region, just casting your eyes about, occasionally glancing up at the sky, but mostly keeping your eyes on the darkness beyond the light of your campfire as the night drags on. But eventually, the night passes without incident, and the sun rises to greet a new day. It is a cloudy day and pretty cold, all things considered, but otherwise, not too much of an issue. You'll break camp and gather up your things and continue on your way to Tenori. You spend the next while of this trip making your way around the shape, the northernmost slopes of Mount Lalafell, following the road before you have to stop and make camp again. Give me just 1 second here.
All right.
All right. So, now then, once again, another watch rotation, if you'd be so kind.
All right.
All right, Kanara, you're up.
Been a few things. Yep. Oh, even better than last night. Okie dokie, that's a 14.
14. All right. So, Kunara. It is a much darker night than the previous one, because at least last night you had some relatively decent light from the moon poking between the various gaps in the cloud cover overhead. But tonight there is no such gap. There is no light of the moon to show you the world around you. And so beyond the light of your campfire, it's pretty much perfect black darkness. Every so often, you can hear the distant calls of wild animals or creatures. Every so often, you hear the skittering of a rodent passing by, not too terribly far from your camp. But mostly, everything's passing by in silence.
That, and I imagine she probably has a bit more better eyesight being part K9.
Yeah, a little bit. Like, you can see, just not super well. Your eyes are much better adapted to amplify the effects of moonlight, but without moonlight, you're still very much in the dark right now. And then that's when you notice movement. You hear something shifting. Your ears perk up, and you sort of instinctually follow the noise, and you glance back, and the noise is coming from the various points around your campfire. And as you turn to look, you see your traveling companions slowly standing up.
Huh?
Eyes closed. Motions slow and imprecise. Kind of wavy and stiff. Give me 1 second here.
Nani?
Oh, god damn it, these are those things that we were warned of.
Oh god, yeah. I just realized.
All right. If I could have everyone except Kunara make me finesse rolls, please.
We must awake, or we're going to be puppeted.
I mean, I was gonna say, Kanal would start to, like, punch him awake, but okay.
8, 9, 10.
Punch him awake.
10?
Punch me away.
9.
What do we need to roll again?
Finesse.
Finesse. 9, 10, 10.
Let me check. Check if I have.
Oh no, if this messes
Okay.
with Kanal's head, this is gonna go into some interesting roleplay.
And
You? I'm only saying to the character, you see.
13. Alrighty. So, everyone except Kayana failed.
Oh God.
No.
Oh.
Yeah. The DC was pretty high because the thing you were rolling against rolled really high. Anyway.
Oh dear.
So, as the groups are sort of... as you're
What about
But
Fluffy?
that's here and Fluffy
Yeah.
and our traveling patient.
well, Fluffy does not appear to be affected at all. Fluffy is still asleep. I rolled for Ilfric. He failed. He only rolled a 9. As for Tyr, go ahead and make me one more finesse check, Hades, for Tyrmith.
Come on, Hades.
Look, my finesse isn't very high, so don't get your hopes up.
Nope.
But it's Tyr.
Yeah. So Tyr,
It's my stat block.
yeah. So Tyrmith is also seemingly affected. But as you see your friends or your traveling companions picking themselves up in this sort of weird, sluggish, stiff way, Kayana sort of suddenly jerks, shakes her head, and comes to. Kayana, you are now awake, if feeling a little groggy. And you see the same thing Kunora is seeing with all of your traveling companions just slowly getting up.
What the hell?
Yeah. These are the creatures that messes with people's heads we were warned about.
As commotion starts, does Fluffy take notice, jostle awake?
Make an awareness check for Fluffy.
Yeah. I was gonna quote.
Oh,
Anyway, I was just gonna have Kanara shout out, but alright.
let's see.
But let's see if Fluffy notices first.
Only an 8.
An 8. Fluffy stirs a bit from Kunara and Ari talking, or Kayana talking, but does not seem to be awaking yet.
Look, then it's down to Kanara. Fluffy, your owner's in danger. I suggest you wake up now.
Fluffy seems
Gonna
annoyed
need your
that you
help
have.
with this.
Yeah, Fluffy seems annoyed that you have woken her.
Mm-hmm. Don't have attitude with me. There are foes around us. Get ready for a fight. I take it that it's going to be combat, or would have to try to snap the others out of it.
No combat right now. So as it is at present, what's presently happening is it looks like Rosa is just sort of sleepily clawing at the air, like a cat at a scratching post.
Right.
Aeon is just kind of rotating horizontally across and just sort of like rolling like a floating wheel around the edge of the firelight.
Alright, I was going to focus around Rosa, but now I'm going to ask how am I going to wake them all up?
And as for Cassandra is just kind of standing at attention, mouth partially open and just head tilted back as if looking up at something really tall.
Oh my god.
As for Ilfric, well, hold on, let me do Ilfric first, because I already mentioned him. Ilfric's just kind of like pulling out book after book out of his pack, stacking them up, looking at them, disassembling the tower, and then restacking them. As for Tyrmith, he's just kind of rolling around. He looks like an angry snake.
So, what
So
do I
he's
have to roll to
slithering.
wake him?
Slithering.
I mean, what do you try to do to wake them?
Well, I was going to focus on one, but say if I wanted to group wake them if I can, or...
Well, how do you try it? You need to try something.
How?
You can't just say, I wake them up.
Yeah.
No, I need to know what you're doing to try and wake them up.
Well,
really?
the reason why I asked is the howling, yes, as Hades said.
So you're just gonna howl? All right, you throw your head back and you let out this really loud howl. And then when you stop, they're still just kind of doing their weird things. It did not seem that the loud noise broke their slumber.
Alright,
Can be. Oh shit. I'm sorry, Rosa.
Fluffy!
Oh,
What?
what was that? Were you apologizing for?
No, I was gonna hit you.
I was gonna have Fluffy do a thing. But okay.
All right,
Rosa.
all right.
Sorry.
All right,
Is Rosa like the best spot because Fluffy won't protect her?
Yeah, we'll see how this goes.
Okay, so that was an accuracy check, I assume, to hit Rosa.
Yeah, my avoidance is 7, so yes.
So that just hits.
That definitely hit.
Okay, so what is your power?
Oh,
Just
no.
hits. I got. Jeez, that's 10. Yeah. Oh wait, no, it'd be. Oh, 11. Yeah, it hit. So my power is 10.
Okay, so that means that with Rosa's armor taken into consideration, Rosa takes 8 points of damage from the punch and is immediately jolted awake.
Oh! And with that, by the way, Fluffy's biting her. Nipping her.
Well, I was gonna say that.
Yeah, Fluffy comes out
Fluffy,
like,
I know you're gonna hate this, but you leave me no choice.
Oh, you just punched Rosa. Fluffy's nipping you quite harshly.
yeah, Rosa, yeah, Fluffy like pecks you on the back a couple times after the punch.
Yes, I know, but you wouldn't want.
Oh! Ow! Why would you? What is wrong with you?
But I know Fluffy wouldn't do it.
How about you look around?
What?
You
The
are.
heck is Aeon doing? It's adorable.
It's not adorable. You're all under hypnosis.
Hold on.
I hit you.
Hypnosis, hold on.
like-
Hold on. Kind of wanders over to Cassandra and just kind of I'll start examining her and looking around to see if she can spot whatever's doing this.
Make an awareness check.
We could have asked like the elephant, is there any way to like fix it if he knew about it? But I'm pretty sure he probably wouldn't know.
Well, apparently all it takes is a good punch.
14.
14. Yeah, it's easy enough. You look around for a second, and eventually, as you sort of turn your eyes northward, you spot behind a few rocks, just for a brief moment, just this sort of, just this little swirl of blue light that then sort of ducks immediately behind the rock again.
Did the Matanga say whether these things were actively hostile or just mischievous?
Mischievous. I would call.
DM?
I don't believe you mentioned one way or the other, but it would be in Cassandra's recollection that they're not outright hostile unless threatened or disrupted.
Yeah, so I rather just wake you all up than basically get a horde of these things.
Hold on. So is there only one I can see over there? How far away is it?
I'd say it's like let me reference the thing real quick. I'd say that it's like a little over medium range away.
And there's only one of them that I can see with that roll?
You only saw one for a moment. This little flicker of light.
But there could be more.
Cassandra, see to the others. I'm going to start. If I walk around slightly, can I get a sight on it again?
Probably. You kind of pass.
Did you say Cassandra? Because I'm pretty sure she's still.
Kanara.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
So,
I'm going to get around.
I'll be right
Well, first, the moment I get
Rosa?
sight on it. The moment I get sight on it. Can I still only see one? So slightly give you.
Yeah. At the moment, you only see one.
And it's definitely that one looks like it's affecting them.
I mean, you would assume so. It's like just like a little swirl. It's like a collection of swirly balls of blue light that are just kind of orbiting each other.
I'm gonna cast stop.
Alrighty, go ahead and make from the unopposed finesse check if you would be so kind.
As you are going
And I
over
assume you're using your single-use swift cast for this.
Would there be a difference to non-combat right now?
Yeah, I mean, if you use your single-use swift cast, it'll go off faster, and the thing you're casting it on won't necessarily have much of a chance to react. But if you go the slow action, it'll see it coming.
All right, I'll quick cast then.
All right.
I'll have Poppy with me.
Oh yeah, just a heads up.
Oh my
Rosa,
gosh.
whatever you're doing over there, don't make it hostile. While I wake up the others.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm probably going to wake up the others while she's doing that.
10 plus. Wow. This is a finesse check, you said, not force.
Finesse, yes.
Fuck, I dropped the dice.
Nice drop
14
alert.
either way.
14?
Yeah.
All right, I will get to that in just a moment. There's something I realize I need to do real quick. Give me just a second here.
Okay. Also, has Fluffy stopped attacking Kanara?
Yeah, but she's still giving you an absolute stink eye. Okay, now, what did you say, Tom?
14. 6 plus 4 plus 4.
Yeah, all right. That is higher than the 12 they rolled.
Yeah.
So you
Hey.
point out your hand, pull out your bow, give it a little spin, and ting, and this sort of spinning clock symbol appears around the floating cluster of orbs, and you hear this sort of high pitched from them before they just freeze in place. And then you hear a collection of high pitched, but sounds like irritated groaning.
Rosa, what did I say?
Is there any reaction from our dreamers?
I mean, I was.
They may all roll an additional finesse check now.
And as they're doing this, I am using green wool to begin a cast of shell on everyone.
Why
Alright.
can't it be anything other than finesse? I don't do that.
All right, so Cassandra unfortunately fails.
Don't worry, you got the wolf that will wake you up.
And Tyr gets worse.
Yep, Tyr is
Oh,
also
no.
still out.
Can we get a different scenario of something? If we're still in a weird state.
Yep.
I mean, if it's any consolation, you guys are having some really weird dreams right now.
I'm
Oh,
curious,
was I just dreaming of a scratching post?
You were.
You really are, Parkcat.
I might have snapped.
Funny enough,
Yep.
yes, literally am.
Yep, okay. Aeon snaps out of it.
Of course, the time mage reacts to stop. I can't use it.
All right, so you kind of snap out of it as you hear these high-pitched, irritated sort of groans and rising yells coming from the north side of the camp as various clusters of swirling blue balls of light start to appear from behind various rocks and start closing in.
Does my cast of shell go off?
We will. Well, considering the fact that we have just entered a combat situation, we'll go ahead and say we'll go ahead and say that the resolution of that is how your turn goes. You immediately resolve that cast, but then that is where your turn ends, Rosa.
All right, so that
This does.
you give it to
go
me
for
as a
then.
standard action, essentially, since I started early.
Yeah. You started casting. So like you started casting it as a slow action. So it'll resolve on your turn, and yeah, it'll just be your turn. It's just getting that off.
Yeah. So.
So,
I'll take
so
it.
green wall. I need to double check what that does for myself.
Whole
Okay.
party either protect or shell. Like the usual 4 rounds. Once per combat.
So, does this resolve before the combat, or now does it resolve in the combat?
The shell.
I meant basically me counterweight Hades' character because he failed to wake up.
We'll park you by Cassandra, but you have not yet done anything to Cassandra to wake her. So you were on your way. You were on. Yeah, you were on your way to
Accuracy.
do that when the Lunapies were arriving.
All right.
Which, by the way,
Should I keep
can I
the
just
wall?
say, I really like the name Lunapie.
Hmm.
Anyways,
Did
what
you
were you
come up with
talking about?
these, or-
Yeah, the name Lunapie. I came up with the name Lunapie and their ability set. Their sprite I got from Brave Exvius. Anyway, so what were you rolling there, Darkness?
Basically another accuracy to hit.
Well,
Which I think it does.
to be fair, given the fact that these characters are basically under the combined effects of a lasting stun in combination with charm, while they're in this state, their avoidance is 0, so you didn't even need to roll that first time. So, yeah, it's just going to be another flat damage to Cassandra.
Have fun with this.
Wait, what?
All right.
I have an
Wake up,
idea.
human.
Oh, no.
All right. So, Cassandra,
Oh, no.
you get punched in the gut by a wolf woman, and you snap out of your dream.
I'm sorry, I've been up there. What?
Can I
Wake
please
up.
wake up Tyr? Please.
Oh dear God.
Yeah.
I mean, bear in mind, it'll take up your standard action to do it if that's how you want to spend your turn.
I don't care.
Okay.
I'd say Aeon has lived for this moment.
Wait, so did the guy get? Oh no, he has the icon now. Okay, I see it.
Yeah,
And that's
Ilfric
okay,
is
as
still
I was
alive.
gonna, as I was gonna say to Cassandra.
So, yeah.
You had a nice dream,
Let's let-
human? Good. Now get your butt up the
We're
ground
not
and
being
fight.
stored later.
Okay, so let's
This is
let
like fix her up.
let's let Mystic do her thing. Go ahead, on.
Oh dear.
Alrighty, let's see.
How is Aeon going to wake Tyrannus?
You only need to do a single point of damage to rouse him, just as a heads up.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be more than that.
Probably. I mean, to be fair, Tiamat doesn't even have an HP value, so.
Yeah.
You're nuts. He can't actually be killed.
I will rule that if you do enough damage to him, he'll be knocked unconscious, though.
That's supposed to stop me.
How's that supposed to stop Aeon?
No.
Are you just gonna use eject?
I'm just reading eject because I forget how it works.
It's a slow action.
You throw it into the air, and then you can bring him down whenever you want. He takes damage from the fall. I believe is how it works.
Well, I'm assuming if I wanted to bring him down, that would be the next turn.
I believe so.
I don't
It's,
know.
like, it's why eject was like a little. I had to like look into it again.
Alright.
Because out of that, he's gonna get hit with a meteorite.
Eject. The target posing force check, which doesn't matter because he can't resist it. Throw in a medium range into the air. Suspended may choose to reverse the spell as an instant action at any time, smashing the target back into the ground. And so basically, yeah, it's an instant action at any point. You
So
can
long
literally
as
throw him in the air.
so long as it is on your turn, yes.
So I can't just use it and then just drop him right away.
Yes.
I would generally speaking rule no. You wouldn't be able to do that until your next turn. But simply on the grounds that would be a bit OP.
Says it.
An instant
that-
act, and generally speaking, even if it
Yeah.
says an instant action at any time, unless it specifies you can do it even on an enemy's turn, I'll generally say it still has to be on your turn to do it.
Fair.
Yeah. A lot of abilities do specify that you can do them on an enemy's turn to interrupt, but unless it specifies that, it has to be on yours.
Okay, fine. So I don't.
So you're not gonna use eject?
No.
Well, you're just gonna
Also-
go and weapon with your wand?
No.
No.
I'm tempted to either do meteorite or something else.
Oh, meteorite's not gonna hit him anyway. Because
Although just a heads up.
not ally.
Ah, fuck! Okay, fine. Can I use Can I just use my telekinesis and hit a rock at him?
Sure, yeah. Okay.
Just telekinetically pick up a rock and just bash it on his head.
Yes.
Okay, give me just a second so I can double check
I
something.
think Aeon wanted to do that for a very long time.
Just a heads up for Mystic.
Hmm.
If it makes you feel any better, where you can't apparently have stop, I believe there's a way, if it's the same thing, you could use the effect stop for one of your limited abilities in the future.
Yeah,
So,
I think there's something like
works.
that, but I'll look into it later.
All right, so
Hmm.
go ahead and tell me what your dex is.
I'll go back up. Hey, Dex. Once I find it. Oh,
What-
7.
7. All right. Tiamat, technically speaking, takes 7 points of damage and is snapped out of his dream state.
Ah! Ow!
Just
Aeon!
just like
Hey,
this big
you
old
woke
rock.
up.
I just imagine like Aeon just picking up this big old rock and just giggling to himself and just bonk.
Yeah.
And the rock just splits on his head. It's like, ow!
Look, it
That-
was either me or the big wolf lady that would have pummeled you. I was actually being nice for once.
I do know one thing. We still have 2 more members to wake up.
We have to. No, I think.
One.
Yep.
Besides
okay.
the
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's awake.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
Kayana's
it's
yeah,
just-
Kayana's up. The only one who's still down is Ilfric.
All right, someone
Can I
take
do this one?
Ilfric into the freaking cart.
Kai, you wanna go
He's
kick
no
him in
good
the
in the
shin?
fight.
What? What did
You kick him in the shin.
Yeah, could kick him in the
What's that
shin or carry him into the cart. It's up to you.
They just need 1 point of HP down apparently to get them up. So
Hmm.
Okay, I'll do that.
You're just gonna go over and kick him in the shin.
Yes.
All right, tell me your res score, please. Or not your res, your power.
My power?
Yeah.
Let me look at a scroll. 7?
7. All right, so Ilfric takes 5 points of damage as you come over and kick him in the shin. And the pile of books he'd been painstakingly stacking collapses like, ow! Why did you? Oh shit! As he looks north and sees the Luna piece.
It was either that or throw a book at you.
Ah.
Or I hit you.
All right, so let's see here. So that means that Kunara has gone, Aeon has gone. Rosa's turn was swallowed up by shelling everyone, which reminds me I need to give everyone the green glow of shell.
Also, doesn't my ability kick off and be in commando?
If you want to do that, yes.
Yes.
Yes, everybody
Commando.
gets a point in accuracy.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, yep.
All
So,
the accuracy.
yep, so you are now in commando mode.
Mm-hmm.
Good job,
Prepare for
Pepe.
battle. Yeah, thank you.
So the only one who still has a turn is a me.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
What
then
you
I'm
gonna
jumping.
do? Ooh.
I'm a jumping.
All right, give me just a second.
Where she dropped, nobody knows.
Just applying the last of the shells to Ilfric. There we go. All right, so Cassandra, you give your lance a little twirl and then go skyward. And you are GM layered for now. And with that, that brings us to Ilfric, who will...
Probably get back.
Yep, he will move back here and will proceed to start... well, he's going to just hold his action there and assume a defensive stance. He can use magic, but he only knows Cure, and he can only cast it a couple of times, So that now brings it back to the Luna Peas. First things first, the one that had Stop cast on it gets a roll to try and break out. So, Rosa, I need an opposed finesse from you, please.
So
Alright.
it's literally stop.
Yeah, that's the spell I casted it. Stop.
Yeah,
can
you can
fight
use
me,
it for a limit
yes,
break in the
Oh
future. Then.
no! It is free. It is so free.
Oh, did you roll a critical
fuck.
failure?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so yeah, the Luna Pea swarm is now free, unfortunately. So,
That's its turn.
yep, so it shakes itself free. You hear this little from it. All right, so
At least it can't act this turn. That was
Indeed.
its turn.
yep, so first Luna Pea swarm up here. Let's see here. Let me double check what they can do.
Just moving a bit away from the fire.
Damn
Half of our
natural
tokens in the fire.
ones.
Yeah, we don't want a tail on fire nor fur on fire.
Let's see here.
Burning.
Okay, so the first Luna Pea here is going to come forward a little. It's going to take a look at the targets it has.
Can't hit me.
No, it can't. It is going to target Kunara. And it is
That is very unwise.
and it is going to initiate a slow action as the orbs that make up its body start swirling around each other faster. You recognize it as preparing to cast a spell. So, this next one over here will come forward a little bit towards you, Kayana.
Oh no. No.
And it is going to use Ice Sand to attack you.
Oh god.
Oh no.
So that is a 9 to hit, which definitely hits your avoidance of 5.
Oh.
All right. So that becomes a total of 11 points. Oh, no. That would be 5 points of magic armor damage because you have Shell going. But but I need you to make an opposed force check.
Okay.
Gotta roll
You need
that.
to roll higher than an 8.
Guys, be nice to me today. I already had a
Okay, the
frustrating
dice.
day, please. Okay. So 2d6 plus the force, right?
Force. Yes.
2d6 plus your
Go,
force.
Kayana. Please don't die. No.
Okay, if you say that, then that's gonna jinx it.
Don't jinx it.
Okay, honey, you'll be overprotected today. Jesus.
I would say dispute that point, but I did just roll a natural 1 twice. So
Oh my god.
14.
That's damn good.
Yeah, okay.
I
So
got 14.
So you see the Lunapi swarm sort of duck down and bury itself into the ground and then pull itself up and spin and just hurl dirt at your face really, really fast, as if it's trying to blind you, but you manage to resist being blinded.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, blinded range.
Oh,
User,
blind
that would
is
be
nasty.
horrible.
Yeah, basically blind would take away one of your dice, so you can only roll 1d6.
And
if I
this,
recall.
yep, and this third and final Lunapi swarm will move over here and will also begin to cast a spell.
Oh, great, the swarm enemies. Here we go.
who's that last one facing?
Looks like it's facing you. The other one's targeting Kunara. This third one's facing you.
Alright.
And now it is to the party, which means, Cassandra, your jump goes off. Who are you attacking?
That one.
Please be the one missing over.
All
Oh dear.
right. I need your attack roll, please.
And I get a +1 to my accuracy thanks to the wolf.
Mm-hmm.
10.
10. Let me double check these
The
things.
wolf aims well.
Yep, you hit.
Good. This is my. Wait a second. We leveled up, didn't we?
Yeah, you're all level 2. That won't change the damage
Thank you,
output of
Ash.
your weapon.
I mean, I could just. Maybe I just didn't change the. Maybe I just didn't change the level.
Yeah, you're all level 2.
Okay. Sorry. That's-
And the damage only changes when we got a tier 2 weapon.
Indeed. All right.
Cool.
I just thought my power was more than that.
All right, so that comes out to a total of 11 points of damage, but because it's a group target, that's going to be halved. These are swarms, so that will be
Okay.
5 points of damage as Cassandra, as you come down and you sort of spear one, and it kind of like sort of squidges around your lance and starts like angrily floating in front of your face and squeaking in a language you do not understand.
Alright, guys, which element you think will work better? Fire or lightning?
I wouldn't
These
know
are-
anything
yeah.
about these things, so
These
have a
are-
try.
These are light aspected, so probably neither would really
Yeah, I'm
harm
just
much.
gonna
Yeah.
try lightning.
You need shadow to harm these things, I reckon.
I'm gonna try lightning real quick. Yeah,
Okay.
I got
Unless you
it.
can harness
All right.
11.
11
Yes.
hits.
Now, if I recall with the deep breathing thing, that'll be mine times half my level, which is 1 of lightning damage. So my mind is 6. Does that add 2d6? Dragon, deep breathing, and yeah, plus 2d6. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
I love hearing our Mystic just humming along to the battle music.
she loves music.
It's Mystic.
It's
And Final
adorable.
Fantasy has so many songs I love, so this is one of them.
14,
All right, 14.
of lightning damage.
And that hits
Do they
all
have
enemies
any
in a short
reaction?
range, right?
Yes, so that's a group. So
Oh.
it technically would hit the whole group.
Yep, so that'll deal the standard 14 damage.
Wouldn't that be
Okay,
double?
so you don't
So
take
is
any.
it-
Well, actually, no, because
Wouldn't
it's
it-
the only one that would get doubled, actually. If there were multiple of these groups within a range, it would just be normal damage, unless he decided to just focus one down. So yeah, that would be the full 28 damage these things have. And you discern they
And-
have no magic armor.
And they have no magic armor. Lovely. And
So like 3 of them just pop when you spew lightning all over them.
And we have to roll finesse.
You do?
Yes.
Oh right, because you're trying to inflict a status condition, aren't you?
Yes. And with lightning, it inflicts seal.
Roll it.
Oh. Steal them.
10.
They rolled a 13. They resist.
Damn.
Well, I
Always the way.
You did try.
If that's Cassandra's turn, is that Cassandra's turn?
Yep, that is Cassandra's
Yes,
turn.
my-
Alright, as that's happening, Rose is going to eye the one that's casting at her, but then it's going to point towards the one that's casting at Kunara and shout, Fluffy!
Oh
Yes!
no, Okay, Kanaris is gonna rush in for that one.
So's
He
Fluffy.
recognizes it.
So,
Okay. Yep, Fluffy can get in range for that easily
Yeah.
enough.
Alright, and Fluffy just hits. This is one per combat thing.
And it's a
It's
standard
gonna
action to do
hurt.
this, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's an attack. Once per combat, this is going to hurt because it's leveled up. Highest attribute. And with Fluffy's +2 to nature. Yep. That would be to its normal armor. 54 points of damage.
All right. Now this is a single target attack, right?
Yeah.
All right. So it comes out to a total of 24 damage. As Fluffy
Yep.
comes charging in with this loud sort of squawk, reaches out, just ensnares one of these things in her mouth, in her beak, and then just pops it like a glass ball, and then stomps another one into the ground.
And roll
Does that
for
stop these?
blindness.
Oh.
Right. Yes.
This is an opposed roll, so this would be force.
Yeah, it would be force given how Fluffy does things.
12.
They rolled a 6.
This.
Yeah.
Fortunately, they have no eyes to blind.
Hmm.
They are immune to blind.
God.
Although, has the slow action been stopped?
No, their slow action is still going.
That'll be a knockback.
Yeah, you gotta do a knockback or critical.
Or kill them?
Knockback, critical,
kill
or
them.
kill. Correct.
Well,
Oh, kill them then, wolf girl.
okie dokie. This is. Which that would be. Wait, what am I doing? It's on the fucking token. I don't need to look at the sheet. I have to get used to this. Okay, 17. Crit.
17.
That's crit.
Mm.
Oh yeah, 2 6s. Okay, critical hit.
It's
All right, go ahead and roll
I
us your
saved
damage
them,
then,
hopefully.
please.
Okie dokie. 2 5s.
2 5s. All right.
And your power.
Power is 10.
So 10
So
plus.
that's 20.
20.
And then double again.
But it's doubled, so it's 40. Oh,
But it's halves because it's a group.
yeah, but it's still a lot of damage.
It's going to be 17 damage in total.
And since that was a crit, it stops their spell.
Let me double check the ruling on that really quickly, just to be sure.
Pretty sure
Go
it's
ahead.
knockback, critical hit.
Teamwork attack.
Teamwork attack.
You like, mate?
I'm just double checking.
You like hates?
Honey,
Pretty sure he's fine.
They're asking if you're okay.
No, I'm fine. Still got that damn tickle from COVID.
Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. Slow actions. Okay, so let's see here. Critical hit. When a critical. Landing critical hits doesn't say anything about interrupting slow actions.
Okay.
Teamwork
Maybe it's
attacks
just
will, and knockback effects will.
Okay, so it's teamwork attacks and knockbacks. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Never mind.
So yeah, it's
So how
slow
are
act,
these
so
two
its spell
looking?
is still in focus, unfortunately.
That's okay. So how they're looking if they're still alive?
There's like 3 of them left, and one of them is kind of flickering in that particular swarm. Each swarm has a max of 6, by the way.
Is it my turn?
Yep.
If you want it to be.
Shoot the ones that are doing slow actions.
Which are these two groups.
Okay.
Well, first of all, you're gonna have to get closer because you are not presently in range to cast spells on either of these buggers.
If you move about, like, there's, I suppose, you move.
Okay, there you go. So I can move.
I'll be right back after that. I need to get my charger.
It's all good.
Okay.
Really? How much can I move again?
1 medium range.
One
About
medium range.
the medium
If you
range
but just
or
bear in mind
the-
that you can't move through obstacles like the fire.
Yeah. I wouldn't advise jumping over it or flying.
Aeon
over it.
floats.
That is
Yeah, but-
true. I would probably necessitate an athletics check just to see if you could fly over it fast enough, but you could certainly try if you want to break that. Alternatively, you can just run
Although-
straight ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah,
I'll
and the
move here. Okay.
and the flame would still be up pretty high because it was on the watch of Kanaras when these things showed up.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So, and I assume you're going to be trying meteorite.
Yes.
All right. So just
Meteor them.
Okay, so just as a reminder on how group targets work, for how we've house ruled it, if you want to, typically speaking, swarms take normal or double damage from group target spells, depending on how you want to focus them. If you want to hit every enemy swarm, it'll just do normal damage to them. But if you want to focus down on a specific enemy target and basically convert your group target spell into a single target for an enemy swarm, it'll do double damage to that swarm.
Okay.
So basically, double damage to one enemy token or normal damage to all. Your pick.
And there's one in this one. How many's in this one again? that Rosa's hit?
Rosa hasn't hit any. There's 3 in this one and 3 in this one. You're good.
Well, there was only one in that one that's flickering.
Yeah, there are 2 alive in that one, and then a 3rd one that's flickering. It'd probably help if you guys
Ah.
could see their fucking bars.
Yeah. That's a unusual bar. It's
Do you think it'd be better to hit all of them or just one?
Honestly, it'd probably be good to just hit all of them.
yeah, just to weaken and suffer them up. And
Yeah, also, single target actions do half damage on groups.
Well, again, Meteorite's a group spell anyway, so it's just basically saying if you want to focus on just one particular group, it'd be double, and just hitting everybody would be normal.
Be normal
Mhm.
damage, yeah.
Okay, so just the typical power times 3, 2d6, the regular thing.
Duh.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Is there a way, though, to make those green bars a different color? They blend into the background a bit.
Nah, it's fine.
Style what they are.
Okay.
Also, meteorite, believe is...
Are you serious?
I mean, hey.
Really?
I mean, to be fair,
Still
they,
works, but still.
they don't have any
Minimum
magic armor, so.
Minimum damage. Also, that's
Aeon.
8. Also, that's 8 MP from Aeon.
Yes, and then I'm doing swift cast. I just cast it.
Yes, I would assume so.
Yes.
All right, that is your one swift cast gone. You are down 8 MP. All right, so there is now only one Lunapi left in the swarm that Cassandra is fighting, and the Lunapi swarm in front of Fluffy and Kunara just goes away as the purple meteor just punches into it. So that is very much a dead Lunapi. The other two are
That's
down.
one stop action.
The other two lose 2 of their number.
Right, that's one stop action done.
Yep.
Now
Stop
this
one.
one.
Nice work, honey.
Okay, so Rosa's already gone via Fluffy, Kunara's gone, Aeon's gone, Cassandra's gone. That just leaves Kayana.
Kai.
Where you gonna go, Kayana?
Oh, okay. If I can freaking look.
While she's
'cause-
doing that, I still have my movement action, don't I?
Yes, you would still have a movement action.
Can I roll behind that rock over there where I'm currently?
Sure.
Yeah. So keeping an eye on it, I'm going to roll it behind there to get some cover from this thing that's trying to target me.
All right.
Can I actually strike the one that was gonna attack me?
I mean, if you want to try and shoot it, go for it. No rule saying you can't.
Mm-hmm. And you can still do a movement action.
Yeah, think about it.
Okay.
We're just here having a fight, Mystic's jamming out.
Yeah, it's so good.
It is! I'm not blaming you, it's just adorable. And I will always comment on it.
Okay, so what do we need? So what is it? The roll for me to strike again?
To attack something, it would be an accuracy check, your ACC, 2d6 plus your ACC, which your ACC is 2.
Yes. Although you also
Well,
get a
it's
plus
3
1
because
from.
of Commando.
Right, so it would be
Yeah.
plus 3, not plus 2 because of Kunara right now.
Yep.
So just press plus 3.
2d6 plus 3.
6 plus 3.
Okay.
Nice, yeah.
Well-
that'll hit. All right, so go ahead and roll me
Nice.
2d6, add your dex.
Okay.
Which somebody tells me they are definitely gonna rush. So definitely move back.
And Dex, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
1 second.
Okay.
Grandma, take your blue pill.
Grandma, take your pills.
All right, there we
Take
go.
the blue pill.
The blue pill. She's exiting the Matrix.
She's not the one.
Oh my goodness.
oh my god. Okay, the Dex. Okay. Okay.
It'll be one of your 4 primary.
Making sure I just making sure that I didn't do it wrong and double checked it.
Mm-hmm.
Double checking is good.
Now I'm triple checking it.
Triple the check.
Okay, thanks. Okay. Whew.
12.
What the hell?
It's not terrible. It's not terrible.
At least it's being nice to me for today.
All right, so it's unfortunately not a whole lot of damage because single target attack, but you manage to like track one of the Lunapis that looks a little flickery, and you fire off, and you hit it, and it shatters like a ball of glass.
Nice.
But there are 3
No.
left in that particular swarm. So you did a total of 6
Oh,
damage
yeah.
after all calculations.
Now it's just down to your movement if you wish to wish. Yeah, I can't speak either.
If you wish
If
to
you
wish.
to move. Wish to wish. Wish to move.
I love
Very good. I am having a stroke.
Honey, don't die on me. Come on.
I lived this long.
It's ironic how
No!
you start singing that song when these things are all about dreams.
Hey, Mystic, this is great. If we ever lose watch together for one reason, we have you to replace it.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait, what? What am I? Wait, what?
They're saying you can be our musical.
Why? Because I'm humming the songs.
Yes.
Yes.
I'd have to hear the song in order to hum to it. I don't remember at the top of my head.
Alright. Is Kayana moving or is that it?
I'll just leave it there.
Elfric's turn.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright. Ilfric. As of right now, no one has taken any meaningful amount of damage, so he's just gonna stay in a defensive stance and end his turn. Because all he can do is cast Cure. That's it. That is the only action he has. So,
Rosa just has a boo-boo when she got punished by a dog.
all right. So
Well,
first
Rosa's
thing,
too far away anyway.
right. So first things first. The Lunapi swarm that was targeting Rosa. You have a little bit of cover, so that means I will let you add +1 to your finesse roll, but it still gets to make the spell against you, and I need an opposed finesse check as it is casting sleep.
Critical success! Ha 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 ha! Fuck you.
Yay!
That's a little 12.
Dun, 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 dun,
Which
dun,
is
dun, dun, dun.
irritating to me because it rolled like a fucking 13.
Oh!
Altogether,
way-
that's like 16.
Yeah, either way. So yeah, you managed to resist the effect of sleep, and the Lunapi lets off this little, or the swarm lets off that little irritated sound.
I'm rolling one critical or another.
All right, so now then, so the Lunapi, so the single Lunapi that is currently dealing with Cassandra.
What about Tyrd? Is he going to do anything or not?
Well, it's
Well, he's a part of me, so it takes my standard action for him to do anything.
yeah.
Ah.
All right, so
Fair
the
enough.
Lunapi in front of Cassandra
Yeah, he's in the same deal as Fluffy.
is going to use Eye Sand against Cassandra.
Eye sand.
All right, so that is an accuracy of 6, which just hits you.
Duh.
I'm just going to grab a drink.
All right. All right, so that will be a total of 4 points of damage to you because you still have shell up. But I will need you to make an opposed force check for me.
Yes, I get to use force. Well,
You successfully avoid being blinded.
yay.
Yay! This is gonna be the best day ever.
It's nighttime.
Fuck.
All right, so the Lunapi is going to let out this little noise and is going to run the fuck away.
Oh, it's running, Vegeta. I hate it when they do that.
My goodness.
And now I'm going to get Tom copyright strikes because I used Team 4-star, sorry.
I don't think they don't care. They're not going to do anything about that.
I know, I'm just playing.
All right, so let's see here. The Lunapi swarm that tried to sleep Rosa is going to, recognizing that magic attacks don't really seem to be working, is going to chase after Rosa and is just gonna use Flash. It's a normal attack.
Rude.
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 So that is a 10 to hit.
That hits.
All right, so that will be a total of 9 points of damage as the 4 Lunapi sort of swirl around each other and then just flare up real bright for a second like a flashbang and your eyes sting.
All right.
Oh, who got afflicted?
And the last one that got shot by Kayana is going to, let's see here. It is going to begin another slow action of its own and move over here, thus ending its turn. It is now to the party.
Alright, so having just been flashed in the face by this thing,
Yes.
we're just going to kick off the rock going half a medium range backwards, pull an arrow, and fire.
All right. Accuracy check for me, please.
7. We have +1 from Kanara as well, don't we?
Yeah.
Yep. Speaking of
So-
which, Kanara is engaging the creature.
Well, we'll
That's
get to you
8
in a
in
bit.
all.
8 hits.
8.
Roll damage.
Alright.
The only one with a tier 2 weapon. Let's see it.
24.
24 total.
That's
Alright.
half because group.
All right, so that comes out to a total of 9 points of damage.
9?
9. You do pop one of them, though. You shoot it right through, and it just shatters.
Sorry.
He's just.
You apologize.
I just realized her accuracy is actually 6 at the moment.
Yes, because commando.
Yeah, I thought it was 5 because I forgot it'd gone up 1, so holy shit, okay.
Oh, Tierman
So,
doing a
with
thing.
that, 13.
13 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That definitely hits. These things only have an avoidance of 7.
What do the damage?
Mm-hmm.
Doodalala!
Yeah. She has to turn full fucking aggressive protective mode on these things because they're attacking Rosa.
Aw, you care.
The big,
That could be
hard wolf woman actually does have a heart.
We promise not to
Okay.
tell everyone. We'll tell everyone.
He's dead. We killed him. Go tell everyone.
So that would be a 19, I believe.
Yep.
All right.
And besides, I might as well say out because you could just notice that her mode just shifted.
All right. That will be a total of 6 points of damage after all calculations as you bring your great sword through and cleave through, and you don't destroy one of them, but it is very close to shattering.
Would somebody finish these things off?
And that is why the dragon is right beside you now.
Ah,
It's the
tear.
highest attribute times my nature skill plus 2d6. This will be fire magic damage
Incinerate.
because dragon. 2d6 plus.
Scorch the little bleeders.
Skadoosh. 39.
39. It's a single target attack, that, right?
Un momento. Single enemy, yeah.
All right. Either way, it still kills 2 of them as Tyr sort of comes scampering up next to Kanara with a flap of his wings.
And now
It just sort of like burps up a ball of fire that splashes against them.
And now it's time for force check.
Yes.
11.
Let's see here. They rolled a 12. It just doesn't take, unfortunately.
Damn.
So yeah, that last Luna P is like flickering wildly, but it's hanging on.
So just a clarification of what happened if that actually succeeded. Tyr's fire attack also does poison.
Yeah, we know that. It's poison flavored to be damage over time, to be just them burning.
It's like inflicting them with a burn.
Who up next?
Well, as it is, there's one left in that swarm. So that's here. So we've had Kunara go. We've had Rosa go.
Aeon and...
Cassandra's gone. So Aeon and Kayana still need to go.
Which sends you to our range. Would it be possible for one of you to shoot this one?
Well, Aeon's weapon is short range unless Aeon casts a spell. Kayana's the one in range. With the gun.
Okay, then.
Okay.
Here we with a gun.
I was gonna get the one behind me.
Yeah, let's take out that one.
But it's literally near Alpha.
Too far.
Mm.
Kai probably is better off doing it than I am, because
I
no
mean...
matter what I do, I need another turn to do it. I've already did my swift cast.
I mean, you
could bonk
do have a
it.
melee attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kanala could just scooch you over and then you could just bonk it.
Sure, why not? Let's do that.
Okay.
Because I don't
even
even need
imagine she
to.
just
Aeon,
throws over the
Aeon-
shoulder.
Aeon's small enough to
bonk
land
it.
on your shoulder and bonk him.
Yeah, I'd allow
Yeah.
that, given Aeon's small size.
Okay, so just go up to him and bonk it.
Yep.
Yes.
Alright.
All right, make an accuracy check for me, please.
Okay.
Hey, Aeon, remember the internet router and the hammer? You have a hammer. That's the router. Go.
All right, it'll be 2d6 plus 2.
Okay.
Yeah, just imagine she flew past Kanala's shoulder, bonks it, and then just
And since this
freaking
is a
lands on Kanala's shoulder.
since this is a arcane weapon, is that user mind?
It will
Yeah.
use, it will use Aeon's mind to do damage, yes.
Okay, so it's 2d6 plus what?
2, because
Your
your
mind.
accuracy is being increased by 1 thanks to Kanara's thing. Kanara's
Why do
command.
I imagine that every time Aeon does a melee attack, it sounds like a squeaky hammer? Squeak!
All right, 8 hits.
Alright.
All right, 2d6 and add your mind.
Squeak!
Okay, so 2. Forget.
Every time she bonks somebody, it goes goodbye.
Yeah, that's because it's a.
It'd
bonk
actually
stick,
be a
isn't it?
9.
Yeah.
She hits on a 9.
We need a new bonk sound
No,
effect.
that's all. It's already plus. It's normally plus 1. That's why I said plus 2. So yeah.
Okay, so 2d6 plus my mind, so there.
19.
Yeah, we need a new bonk sound effect, but it has the
Well, he has a
movable one
bonk.
sound effect.
Yeah,
All
maybe
right,
the
so
squeaky one.
all right, so Aeon, you kind of come flying over. You sort of hop off of one of Tyr's horns, land on Kanara's shoulder, kick off, and with a mighty "Gip up," bring your little wand around in like this baseball bat, spitting sideways slam that just hits the Lunapi. It goes flying aside with this loud crack, like a baseball hitting a baseball. It goes flying over, hits the wall, and just shatters into pieces.
Home run!
Nice hit.
What's a home run?
And I can totally imagine as Aeon was flying up, Aeon just shouting, "Batter up!"
And just like jumping off Tyr's head just to annoy him. It's like, I am not a springboard!
What use are you for then?
Oh shoot, I just realised they have lured us quite away from the cart. The only one that's by there. Protect the passenger.
Well, no, Kai's right there.
Kai,
Nice
protect
there,
the
no frick
passenger.
All right, so that just leaves Cayenne as the last one to take an action, I believe. Because Cassandra will still have a movement action anyway.
Oh, I do. Cool. Then I will run over here.
I used up all my movement action of it.
Yep. All right, Cayenne, what you doing?
Fluffy hasn't moved yet. Cool.
Actually,
Can't really do
I have a question.
Yes.
No, alright, question.
Uh-huh.
Do you have chemical spell?
Yes. Because it was useful in the last one.
It is.
Oh.
I mean, I breathe fire and lightning. So if you wanted to make him vulnerable to fire or lightning,
That could work. I like your plan.
You don't feel me smirking right now.
smirking.
Yes. Make them weak.
Let them burn.
Okay, let's do a chemical spell then.
All right, I need you to make an opposed force check against the Lunapie to land it.
All right, everyone. We're about to have a barbecue of these wonderful creatures.
Wonderful creatures.
They
What am I gonna do?
All right, so they rolled a 9. So
Okay, for force, right?
2d6 and add your force. Yes.
Please let this work. God
Come
damn it.
on, please, please let it happen. It must. Oh.
Only one.
Damn.
Just short.
I like the
Unfortunately, you sort of reach into your pack, you lob out a little vial of like highly conductive chemicals, you give it a little spin in your hand on a long cord, and yeet it at the Lunapies, but they sort of part around it and then reassemble, and you hear them sort of go.
Yeah.
Oh, bastards.
All right.
Yeah, yeah, Kai's kind of like, she's like, oh, come on!
All right. So that is everyone. It is now to Ilfric. He is not too fond of being that close to that thing, so he is going to use his turn to come over here.
Yep.
And that brings it back to the enemies, and this Lunapi's slow action resolves.
Oh no.
Oh god.
And it is casting its
it.
flawless spell, so it does not need to spend any MP on this. It is casting Dia on Kayana.
Oh no.
Well, it's a good thing you're not a shadow creature.
Yeah. Basic Dia is what Alisaya had. It's a holy spell.
Basic holy spell.
All right,
Shooting
so
the magic.
sorry. So after magic armor and shell calculations, that comes out to a total of 9 points of damage to Kayana. As this pearl of light shoots out of the swarm and smashes against your chest.
Joke's on you. We take no elemental damage from holy. Haha.
All right, so with that, it's a slow action resolves. And then it's going to come flying into your face, and it's going to attempt that flash thing it likes to do.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh no! It
Oh,
rolled
fuck.
it rolled a critical success.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Boxcars.
Is it just gonna blind her?
Okay, let's see here. Okay, so
Not like this.
okay, Kayana, you take 28 points of damage.
Oh no.
And
Critical hit.
that's with shell?
Its flash attack targets regular armor,
Oh god.
and it rolled really high on its damage. So
So shell doesn't do anything.
against physical attacks, no, this was a physical attack. It protects against
Oh
magic.
yeah, shell. Fuck.
So as I come forward, like right up into your face, and you hear the kind of, and there's this bright flash in your face, and you feel like little stabs of pain going into your head. Your eyes are sort of instinctively slammed shut from the brightness of it, and you just feel just a really sharp pounding headache. And just for a second, you sort of lose balance before catching
Wrong
yourself.
thing.
That hurt a lot. Let's see here. And the other
Nice.
one over here.
At least the guy can cure.
Indeed, this one over here is going to initiate another slow action and then just keep
Oh.
running away. All right, with that, it is back to the party, and the effects of shell officially wear off.
I got that one. Rose, you go back.
So did that inflict Kai with blind or
No, it just hurt a lot.
do you want to try the chemical spell again?
Or just shoot
For
it.
revenge? Or just shoot it?
I'll let you have your go, dear, if you wish to get revenge, or do you want to pull back?
Yeah, shoot it, whatever.
You just shoot.
Because if I know Kai, she would have been like angry at this point.
Just like, get away from me!
All right, good. 2d6 plus your accuracy, and add an additional +1 to that, so it's 2d6 plus 3, thanks to Kanara's battle stance.
Although you could do the famous tactical maneuver, one and shoot.
Ow, 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 ow.
All right, 8 for your accuracy. That'll hit. Their avoidance is 7.
Okay, plus 2d6 and 3, right?
2d6.
Yeah, 8 from last turn.
Oh, right. Okay, so yeah, 2d6 plus 3.
Okay. Please.
9.
9.
Yep, that'll
9.
hit. All right, 2d6 and add your dex.
Okay. I would love not to have a text right now. Of course, my friend will send me that. And Dex, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta check it because I get it wrong. Please let it be freaking nice. 15.
All right, it's not terrible. All right, so poof, you fire off a shot. Manage to you scrape one and it's getting more flickery. Still 3 left in that swarm, but one of them's looking about ready to die.
Question, Sir Jarmus.
Yes.
Since she's done an action, would she be, if she sacrificed movement, can she pop a potion to heal herself up?
That is how that works, yes.
You want to do that, Oz? Get your health back up?
Yes.
Go ahead.
All right, so if you pop a regular potion, you will regain 15 hit points.
Any high potions, you get 50%.
I don't think we have high potions. We can't afford them yet.
Yeah, you guys are a bit low level for high potions.
Bless
I'm
you.
just checking. I don't know what's in her inventory, but anyway.
All right, Kanara
I
is charging in the one that's...
Kanara.
Yep.
Yes. No, none of you will leave the battleground. Not alive.
Okay. Accuracy check.
And that will hit. That's 12 in total.
Yep, that hits all right.
This one's dead. I roll for damage. Oh, come back.
Unless you just get minimal damage.
Don't jinx it, bait.
So it was a 2 and a 1 I saw.
Yeah, it was a 1 and a 2. And my damage is 10, so that would be 13.
15.
13. Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
So you bring your great sword around and just cleave through the last one in that swarm. Dead.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that is Kanara's turn. Cassandra, what you doing over there?
Missing, apparently.
I mean, are you using a breath attack?
Yes.
All right, well, 7 just hits.
Oh, okay.
Which breath attack are you using?
Lightning. And this is doubled because group.
Indeed. So, there's only one left, and it looks to be about on the verge as you unleash another wave of lightning across this group.
The lightning sparking and shining in Rose's eyes ever so appropriately at seeing yet another new breath attack you know Cassandra had.
Yeah, she knew about the lightning rush. She used it against the
toads.
mudfish things.
Yeah.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
Never mind. She still thinks it's cool.
Well, of course she does.
So the only one in range now would be Fluffy.
Well, Fluffy can't attack. She already used it.
First.
And Rosa uses a bow and arrow.
Yeah.
First things first. Finesse check for seal.
Ah,
I
yes.
think she's in range.
She is. She has a range attack. She can shoot up to, well, long range.
Ah, fair enough.
Alright, so... Okay, Hades, we need to roll that again because they matched your roll.
Son of a bitch.
Alright, they just rolled a 14, by the way, so... Unfortunately, they resist being sealed.
Anyway.
Those effects just don't work for us, do they?
Yeah, that hits. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So, yeah, that hits.
Alright, roll damage.
Yeah, dice. So, alright, so that's 26 points of damage.
Claim your victory.
Yay! I got that.
It only had 4 hit points left.
Oh, okay.
So how much hit points did this one had left?
You mean the one
I
you
would have
killed?
rolled like...
But
Yeah.
It only had like 5 left.
Oh, so even if I did roll a minimum of 1 once.
No.
Wait, what?
That's good enough. That's the best I can do.
It's awesome! It is awesome!
What is it? Oh, I love it!
That is awesome! You are the goat! You are the goat!
That is perfect!
You can honestly use that as a meme, the way it...
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, totally. And because I know for a fact the audience is going to be wondering what we're talking about, let me just give you a second here.
That face when you interrupt Rose's first claim your victory with memes.
No, that moment when you cut
Oh
the
my
crit
God.
fail during that battle.
That moment where you're trying to seek relationship advice from your big sister figure and she ends up teasing you relentlessly. Anyway, Rosa is running in. She sees Kayana get the absolute shit pummeled out of her before she angrily shoots it back. Cassandra comes in, lightning shoots. She thinks that's pretty awesome.
Oh my god.
Raises her bow. The runes light up a moment. You see a green glow go around the vines, which you swear are shifting a bit as she releases the arrow straight at the Lunar Peace Swarm and just dissipates it in a puff of nature-looking energy.
Nice. And yeah, it shatters, and that is that. So the Luna Peas are dead and defeated.
Rosa is immediately following up by running up to Kanara and casting Cure.
Okay.
Kayana.
Too many Ks in this group.
No, it's following
There's
you,
too
though.
many Ks.
Alright, so my Cure will be 16 plus 2 to 6 healing. That is 8. 24 points back.
All right. And Tom, really quickly, because you were the one who got the killing blow, if you could do me a solid and roll me 4d4, please.
4d4. Let me grab a d4. Yeah, d4. Yes, I do.
No, I do.
That's a 3, a 1, and a 4.
All right. There is at least 1 4 in there?
Yeah.
All right. Then in that case, if you'll give me just a second here.
Always nice when you get my other dice.
All right. So in total, the group gets 120 gil for that, and you also get a single piece of Lumadust, which is a tier 2 lunar/moon crafting component.
Rosa.
Yeah. She said that she's finishing cutting Kayana. You see that a green glow coming from the ground into her legs, up through her hand and into Kayana. That seals her wounds.
Here, take this. Offers you a potion.
I suppose the least you could do since half of these were you're doing.
Yes, forgive me for the rude awakening, but
Fine.
we
I
all
think
needed to be awake for this.
Tia got the worst of it.
takes. Yeah, I'd say that was just a potion.
Yep.
Cool. Oh, that was weird.
Those are the lunapies that Cadriel fella mentioned.
Effective.
Yeah.
Kind of bad. They're kind of cute.
A little bit, yeah, but they were screwing with our dreams. I was dreaming that I was trying to build a sandcastle out of books.
I was. Never mind.
Scratching a tree.
It wasn't a tree. But,
It
okay.
wasn't.
Well, she doesn't know what a cat post is. She just reckoned you were scratching a tree.
It wasn't a tree. And wait, how do you know my dream?
I mean, you were scratching at something. From what I can tell.
You saw
I
nothing.
was the only one not affected.
Oh yeah, Toad, Lunapies. That was strange. I found this weird thing. Looks important. Does one of you crafty types want it?
I suppose I could take a look at it.
As again, it is a lunar/moon component. If you want to double check what different types of components can do and their tiers, you can go to page 160. It is a tier 2 component, just so we're clear.
I will hold on to it and also look through the book.
Let's check that in your inventory then. And also, I found also that last one kind of dropped this. Why the hell were these things carrying Gil?
Okay, just as a reminder on how the gil works, generally speaking, the way I rule that is it's not so much that the things themselves carry gil, so much as there are things they drop that you sell later that gives you that gil.
Alright. I'll try to do a funny, but fine.
Yeah.
Breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah. I generally speaking just do it that way just to save time and to make an
Ruin my
explanation.
fun, DM. God.
It's been that way since campaign 1.
God. Yeah.
God, going full teen here.
I don't know if you noticed, that is exactly what Rosa is. You look at that face. Tell me what you see.
Yes. Yes. Look at that face.
That is the face of a teenager. Yes, she just turned 20, but only just, and I even intended that, to be honest. I intended to be 19 for a lot longer. Yeah.
That's fine. You're basically still a teenager until you're 25 anyway, if you're doing it right.
Noted as someone who's 23.
Considering the bullshit we keep coming up to, yeah, I'd say I still feel like a teenager even though I'm 26. But anyway, with all of that said, with the combat encounter against the Lunapies resolved...
So, yeah, I don't think I'm sleeping after that. Shall we get going?
No objections. I personally wouldn't mind going back to bed because we just set up camp.
Well, I mean, you could get some shut shy on the cart, I guess.
If you want, at least get us away in case there's more of these things.
Yeah, I'm not comfortable sleeping here.
Yes, it'd be wise if we move on.
Alright. Then in that case, you pack up your shit and you proceed to carry on. And it is upon that note, I think, that we will call this session.
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah, it's pretty good timing because my mother's going to bed.
Oh my goodness.
So yes, what did we think of that fight?
That was
It's
interesting.
interesting.
I like
interesting
I like their name, Lunapies. It sounds like a Pokemon.
A little bit.
Annoying little gliders.
They are a variety of Fae.
Still facing the light stuff, though. That's not going to last. When's the penny going to drop in the Saran style? I'm waiting for that.
It'll be the psychic light Pokemon.
Well, either way, thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, so much for tuning into this session of Final Fantasy Chronicles of Eno. We hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next time. Until then, keep listening, people. Bye-bye.
Ta-da.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hug Aeon. It is important.
Yeah, yes, hug Aeon. All the hugs for Aeon.